split decisions. And I think I give the misses what I give the masses. My whole all, there are no walls. I ain't kissing asses, the shit, and I don't starve. Don't starve. She ain't bras, the enemy, she won't call her. You didn't see it coming. People are screaming, running, baby, like babies, why they need enough to drive. Horsepower, speed is punching. Smoking weed, I'm blunting. Know the steez is stunning. Ain't me like Jesus function. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan water, B.I. eat a peanut buzzing. Toward your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is by the hour, and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love it, hot box, a beaming bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker. She bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold to God calls.
You know the most annoying thing, like, about these links?
What's the most
Posting them
annoying
and
thing
putting
about
up
these
everywhere.
links? I'm posting them, putting them up everywhere.
You remember how for a long time we didn't know that it just wouldn't work if we didn't post it while we were live?
For Snapchat specifically, yes.
For Snapchat and for other things. Like it
Well, I
didn't
mean, you
work on
could still
Twitter.
put the link and it would work, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It'll work in other places?
It'll work. If 5 hours from now, if we're not live, you can send them the link to my Twitch and it'll take them there, yeah.
Okay.
It's just when for Snapchat, it needs to be like an active link. So I guess that when it's offline, it's harder to find the right link. So it just goes to the next most active. So like that's why it showed Twitch/videos all the time when we did it the first time, because we would try and do it offline and say we're about to go live, and we should have just been waiting until we were live so people could just click it and see us.
Wonder
but-
why it's like that now, though.
Well, it's still like that whenever you're offline, because like when it comes to stuff like Snapchat, they don't want to send you to like a nothing link. So whenever that link is live, like if it's offline, what happens is if you go there, it's going to take you to your videos, even if you do it on here.
I wonder
That's
how
why
it
we'd always take you to videos.
differentiates, though, because like it'll work for
If
YouTube.
you're live.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Even
yeah,
though
but the YouTube's
not-
only one thing.
But why
That's
wouldn't it work for the VODs? You know what I mean?
That is where it sends you. It sends you to the VODs whenever you do that.
Oh,
other
I
link.
got you. So it does. Okay, I was
sends you to the
confused. I
VODs.
thought you meant it just sent you straight into Twitch, but without.
Hello, OA.
like,
Hello, Zopik. Hello, 2%.
Hello,
2%,
Zopik.
by the way, how dare you?
What?
You said Charlie's hair looks dumb. You look dumb. Kez, I saw you early. What's up, dude? Wait, why is this?
Let me see your hair. Yeah, it does look kind of dumb.
You look kind of dumb.
You look like a Spinosaurus.
You look like the little kid from fucking Super 8. You fucking nerd.
Super 8. Oh, that's not bad. That's not.
That's
bad.
a great movie.
That's not a
That
bad
movie is one of those like
reference.
instant classic. It's a good reference, but you look like a little kid. You have like a little kid long haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What of it?
It's a great movie.
What of it, chump?
It's like very much like Tomorrowland. We talked about Tomorrowland. It's in the same vein of like instant classic material. Like they both feel.
But see, like
Super 8 was
Tomorrow
rally good.
Tomorrowland
Very
wasn't
rally
really
good.
received well, though.
Tomorrowland? It was received very well.
By who? I've never met anybody
People?
except for you that likes Tomorrowland.
I mean, it did good in the box office. It got like Kids' Choice nominations and
Did
shit.
it? For
I don't
real?
know. I just mean like it wasn't bombed or hated.
I thought it did bomb though, didn't it?
No, I don't think
Are
so.
we wrong? Am
Let
I
me
wrong?
let me double
Am I
check.
misremembering that?
I might be wrong. I mean, let me check.
I could, because like we were talking about briefly yesterday that, or whatever day it was, might not have been yesterday, but whenever we did talk about it, there was a lot of people going like, well, it's kind of weird he was with this little girl, even though it wasn't like necessarily like that, you know?
Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. Let's look at them first. See what the
What's
ratings
that,
were.
What's that say?
So on Rotten Tomatoes, it didn't do very well on Rotten Tomatoes. It was 50 and 49, so the audience didn't like it for Rotten Tomatoes.
Mm.
Damn, I feel like it did better than it. What did it do in the box office?
I was about to say, because I haven't heard anything about it since it came out,
Tomorrowland.
which leads me to believe it just wasn't that good
Box
in
office.
the box office.
Made
you know?
209 million.
How much
But what was the budget?
Yeah, that's the real kicker.
the budget.
I bet it was something ridiculous. Probably like 400.
No. One movie has ever been $400 million budget, and that was the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie. It did bad.
I know it did.
It was the highest.
Horrible.
It was the highest budgeted movie of all time,
Wasn't
and it
the?
bombed.
I thought Endgame was one of the highest budgeted movies of all time.
But it was probably one of them, but it wasn't like the highest. It made $93 million, but its budget was $115. So it was at 209 was the box office for
and how much
Tomorrowland.
was it?
115. So it made
So they didn't break.
it
even.
almost. They broke even.
Well, they broke even.
They
though,
made profit.
but not enough
they didn't
to
double.
justify a sequel.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Well, I mean, it didn't seem like a sequel-y movie. It had like an open-ended kind of ending.
Yeah, but
Like a
most of the
here is
time-
looking to the future ending. It wasn't like
I mean, like you could say the same thing about the first Pirates of the Caribbean, though. You know what I mean? But it did like crazy, and they're
Well,
like, we got to
yeah.
make another one.
yeah. There's a lot of movies that do pretty well that don't get a sequel.
The Dark Knight
Dark Knight got a sequel.
did it. I mean, are we sure that movie's in the same universe?
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do.
They directly talk about everything from the first two movies.
I don't know. It could be like a
there is
slightly
a
alternate universe.
There's a shirt by my name. Tomorrowland was a pile of dog shit. Super 8 was goddamn beautiful as fuck. They're not. I didn't say
I
they're the
will
same.
say
I
that
meant they're in the
it
same
is
realm
kind of a
of,
weird
like-
comparison.
To me, they're both like instant classics. That's that's the area I'm putting them both.
I
in.
mean, I get what you're saying, and I hear what you're saying,
I love the main. Who's the chick from Tomorrowland? The main
but I don't
What's her
agree.
name? Tomorrowland
Main chick.
cast. Yeah, main chick from Tomorrowland. Britt Robinson. Is she the one from?
You know what else is a great movie?
Is she the one from fucking Stranger Things? No, right? I was about to say.
Tron Legacy.
That was a good movie that like didn't get a sequel, and I'm very upset that it didn't
And they
get a sequel.
like let it up to have a sequel. You know what I mean? Like that's the sad thing about the movie.
They
'cause
didn't just let it up. It was a giant cliffhanger.
yeah, and then it's just like it's not. We haven't got one.
God, I haven't seen that movie since it came out. I gotta rewatch that movie.
I watched it the
Olivia
other day.
Wilde is just
Jeff Bridges.
beautiful. He's also beautiful.
Like especially
love
that
Jeff
movie. He
Bridges.
looks like computer Jesus.
He was to me the most like fucking overlooked Oscar contender of the last 10 years for the movie Hell or High Water.
Mhm.
He didn't. Mark Rylance beat him for Bridge of Spies, and
Is Bridge of Spies good?
it's okay.
I was
But
about to say,
but
it
Mark
seems like-
Rylance specifically wasn't like incredible in it or anything. He was good, but he was kind of like he was just the one of the characters. Like it didn't feel like when I looked at the list that year, it was like him, Jeff Bridges, fucking Sylvester Stallone for Creed, like which was to me his best Rocky film acting wise. He was incredible in Creed, like it was nuts, and I could not believe that. To me, he was the only one that was like for sure not gonna win. That's like how I saw it in my head. Then he wins. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, Mark Ruffalo also for Foxcatcher that year. Like, Just a lot
Dark
of.
Waters. He should have won something for.
He didn't even get nominated. I didn't see that movie.
Damn.
That movie went fucking nowhere. Apparently, I heard nothing about it after the trailer dropped.
Damn.
That trailer dropped, and then I never heard a
I
single
mean,
thing
it's
about the movie.
it's good, but it's like one of those movies that's so realistic and so like to the point factual wise. I can see why it would not
See,
interest
I love
people.
movies though, like
But
that, and
see,
a lot
I
of
do
those movies
too.
do great. So
I
I don't
do
understand.
too.
Like The
I
Big
don't-
Short was a huge. Dark Waters. Let's see how good this did.
What are we looking at? Because
Rotten Tomatoes.
me,
Yeah, it did great too. It did 90 on fucking the audience score was 95 and the critics was a 90. How did this movie was this movie this year?
no, that was last year. It's been-
2019.
I was about to say it's been like 2 or 3 years ago.
Dark Waters IMDb awards. Let's see if this thing did anything. Was this just the most Yeah, bro, like fucking Fanta Festival. It won the fucking it won a special award. That's all it's even said. It doesn't say what the Wait, no. This is from 1993. What the fuck is this movie? I'm talking about new Dark Waters, you head ass. Who's-
It's so under the radar. It's not even
Mark
on
Ruffalo, here we
IMDb.
go. Okay. Nah, even this. Hawaii Films Critics Society. It got
Hawaii Films.
it got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, and then the Satellite Awards, Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Mark Ruffalo was nominated, and then Best Screenplay was nominated. And under that, Turkish Film Critics Association, SIYAD Awards 2020, nominated for Best Foreign Film.
Huh.
Because it's an American film? Turkey has... Okay, never mind. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just so confused. I just don't... I love Tron. The music in it was great. That's how I was not introduced to Daft Punk. Really? That's awesome. I don't remember Daft Punk. See, it's been so long. That movie
You don't
came out
remember
when?
Daft Punk?
No, I know Daft Punk. I don't remember it being in that movie.
That
oh,
movie
it's a
came out
it's
in
a shirt.
2009.
Not a condom. Penis. What?
What?
I don't know.
Did that movie come out in 2009?
I don't know. That sounds about right. It's a long time ago. I don't remember watching it.
Oh,
I mean, I do remember. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember. Wait, what?
The Urban Dictionary.
Oh, is it like racial?
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? You don't
one
know.
of those ones that I don't
you know
know.
what? I'm okay with you if
You
you
know
don't
how
know to
many-
skip it.
You know how many we've like? This is the second one I think in the last 2 weeks that we're just like, I don't know. Can we get in trouble for this? You know. And now I'm
Daft
just,
Punk did most of the soundtrack for Tron Legacy. That's fucking sick. Man, I want to make a movie where
makes
Daft
sen-
Punk makes
I
my
mean, the
fucking
music in it
soundtrack.
sounds amazing.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like looking like Daft Punk has a very
That's
like
the-
Tron feel anyway, like to the, you know.
That's the word that I was looking at, and you tell me what you think.
Let's see. I don't think so. I like it. That's a great word. I think that's funny.
Well, can't we not say one of those words?
What, cunt?
Yeah.
We can say that.
Oh, we can say cunt?
Yeah,
Oh,
we've said
okay.
cunt on the
Well, I'm gonna
podcast a bunch
say
of
cunt
times.
all the time.
Just
Cunt,
keep
cunt,
that.
cunt.
We'll use that as the thing.
Okay.
You turkey? We say cunt a lot. Anyway, the sequel was delayed 'cause Disney lost money from Lone Ranger, but a reboot or soft sequel is still in the works. For Tron Legacy? Are you shitting me?
Why did wait? Why does losing money from Lone Ranger have anything to do with their money for Tron Legacy?
Because if they do a few bad movies in a row, there's no reason to try and make one do sort of okay as a sequel because sequels always do worse.
So you mean the Lone Ranger ruined a whole other movie
A
franchise?
lot of movies that are bad do that for other movies franchises.
Damn, that's fucking sad. I didn't even see the Lone Ranger. I was just like, man, this looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean knockoff. And then
Yeah, so it did really bad, but apparently some people not just love it, but think it's like a diamond in the rough. Like
I mean, I haven't seen
Like
it.
Joe Rogan loves it, which is
Really?
hilarious to me because he likes good movies. Like he talks about great movies and them being great, but then that and I don't know.
Well, it's just like you. What's your guilty pleasure that you're like, yeah, like this is it for me? I
That
think
like
Revenge of the Fallen, isn't it?
no, I don't. I mean, I just thought it was not as bad as everyone. People hated it because of the two little Mexican robots, and I just like people like just discounted the whole movie because of that. And I was like, the movie's still okay. Like it's not a bad movie. It's like just as good, if not a little better to me than the first one. Like they're both the first and second Transformers movies are like very watchable action movies, and then they just get fucking stupid. Like that's how it just went so
Yeah.
dumb.
I like the
further it
fourth
went.
one a lot. The fourth one,
Is that the dinosaur one?
yeah. The thing I like about the fourth one is the whole like the human like there's a section of humans they're just like fuck all Transformers, and so they go rogue and like start hunting down Autobots, and that's an interesting angle on the whole Transformers thing for me.
Army Hammer can. Okay, well there you go. Damn, that tells me a lot about your personality.
So what's the guilty pleasure for you then?
I guess the last season of Game of Thrones.
I mean,
I liked it. I liked it more than a lot of people did. I wanted it to be a little longer, but it's pretty hated
well,
universally.
we've had this conversation multiple times. I feel like if it was just a little bit longer, or even like a whole other season.
I just think if they fucking don't waste so many of the like Game of Thrones has a lot of great action, but Game of Thrones, the best thing about Game of Thrones is the characters and the writing of the characters. They basically wrote Cersei out of that show for the last season. It's the most absurd non-ending for a great character of all time.
I just don't.
What did he say? hey, Junior. Hammer it, you could say. God damn it.
I just
Army
don't
Hammer.
understand like why. You know what I mean? Like you have one like
We've
the
discussed
main
the why
villains
before.
of the show.
Well, I think they really wanted to make sure they got the Night King right, and they did a really good job with the Night King in that episode, him being a badass, because he
But
was
then
a
you
pretty
have
badass
like
character.
fucking like 5 more episodes, right? This like an 8 episode season.
5 more episodes.
Yeah. How many episodes was season 8?
6.
Yeah. So you still have 3 more episodes that are each like like basically
An hour and
movies.
20, hour 30, and the last one's like an hour 35, hour 40.
Yeah. Like you basically have like 3 more movies worth of time that you can be doing stuff with that character. Now that you have this other villain already killed off. And I just
The
don't-
second to last episode was the most like ridiculous episode to me. Wait, second to last? No, the episode after the Night King was a ridiculous episode to me, because immediately after them killing off the them killing off the second dragon,
Out
the
of the
way they
blue,
killed
yeah.
it was the most ridiculous fucking again. It was almost as bad as Cersei. Just an absolute nothing ending. Because the other dragon, when it died, it's like this really meaningful death because it gives the Night King a dragon.
Yeah.
And it's this incredibly powerful, like a tasty power move from the Night King. It's this crazy fucking insane thing that happens. And then just after the big final battle, after the only time really you're going to need a dragon, because King's Landing was fucking easy to take. After the only time you needed the fucking dragon, they just kill it. And then the next episode, they just discount the fact that he died, and she just goes ham on all the turrets. Like, those turrets basically were just a free kill for the one dragon, and then all of the turrets were a free kill for the other dragon. The other dragon just fucking vaporizes it's like that whole final... The first 3 episodes are incredible. The first episode's amazing. The second episode's maybe the best episode in the show. Top 3 episodes ever. Maybe the best one in the whole franchise
Just
to
because
me.
everybody's getting ready.
Everyone's getting ready, and it's like all of these, so many characters in that episode are about to die, and so many of those characters have these last little moments that are just so well paid off. And then other characters that you've been waiting for certain things to happen this whole time finally get paid off. Brienne and fucking God damn it. Brienne and Jaime, like that, just the whole crew in the fireplace is one of the greatest. Because it's Jaime, it's Tyrion, it's Brienne, it's Davos, it's Podrick, it's Tormund, someone else. It's just, that whole little crew is fucking awesome. You've got, a lot of people didn't love it, and to me it wasn't like the most, I didn't see it coming, but I was like indifferent. I didn't care. It was the Arya and Gendry thing. Because in the show, one, he's like 10 or 11 years older than her in real life. And in the show, like, but when they meet, like, originally she is like a little kid and he's like an adult.
Yeah.
And that's kind of weird. In the books, it makes sense because they're only they're only like 4 or 5 years apart.
Yeah.
Like, she's like 9 or 10 and he's like 14 or 15. And in the amount of time they had risen up, it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. And they've gone through a lot of shit together in the books. Like, way more shit in the books than they do in the show. Like, it's crazy how much more, like, how closer they are. I'm still mad about Jazz dying in Transformers 1. Oh my god, me too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've never related to you in any other way is this hard before. They done hoed my man. Imagine dying to the Iron Legion. Wait, who are we talking about? Is this a Game of Thrones thing? Do you mean the dragon?
Yeah, that's probably the
Yeah,
dragon.
probably the dragon. That was the most... One of the deaths that people hated that I thought was fucking amazing was, what was the pirate? The bad pirate, the uncle that was... Euron Greyjoy. Him killing Jaime, like effectively killing Jaime, is one of the best deaths in the show to me.
Really?
Yes, because in his eyes, one of the best shots in the show is the camera sitting directly above him while he's laying down saying, "I'm the man that killed Jaime Lannister." Like, and it's Jaime's been battered and broken from his old self throughout the course of the show, and he knows that too.
Yeah.
Like, and Jaime still killed him. And this guy goes out thinking he's this badass when in reality, 1, no one will ever know he killed him. 2, Jaime still killed you.
Yeah.
And Jaime is a fucking cripple. Like, it's one of the most poetic deaths in the entire show. It's one of my favorite moments. I love that scene because that scene is such a real battle. It's like one of the most gruesome battles. It's a lot like the fucking Hound versus Brienne battle, like halfway after the halfway point when they're fucking just beating each other because they've like lost their weapons and it's just an absolute death match, like bare fisticuffs. My man got ripped in half. Wait, who?
Oh, Jazz.
Oh, Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. My man got fucking... He
So,
says,
in
what's
the-
he say? He's like, fuck you, bitch, or some shit.
Yeah,
he's
starts
like-
blasting him.
yeah, he just...
He's like, "You want a piece of me?" And then
No, I want to. It's just a fucking nothing. I hated that. It was like such a... that was fucking the dragon. That was like such a nothing death in that movie because you like Jazz and then they just rip Jazz in half like
So in the book, like, it's much more violent.
that? Really?
Yeah, he like rips him in half, then like reaches into his chest and eats his spark.
Oh, my God. Damn.
Yeah. I guess they cut it because it was kind of violent for a robot death. But like he's still alive during that part after he gets ripped in half. Like he isn't just like ripped in half and then thrown down, you know. Like he defiles the corpse and eats the heart.
Jesus Christ. That's some fucking Dothraki shit. Fuck, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. That is
Yeah,
fucking
they
bananas.
hint at Megatron being a cannibal in that movie.
He keeps fucking like squishing the little tiny ones that are like trying to repair him.
Oh, in the third one?
In the third
Yeah.
one.
The third one, he's just fucking batshit crazy. 'cause
He's crazy and he's
just
fucking
had half his face blown off.
and he's in the desert with a fucking. I will say the cool part to me about episode three, about the third one, is the fucking vulture.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the vulture robot and-
Laserbeak.
Yeah, his whole little like plot. Who
Him and
kills him?
Soundwave.
Who
Bumblebee
kills
kills him.
Bumblebee kills him. I remember. Yeah.
Bumblebee kills a lot of people.
Bumblebee's a fucking tank in those
Yeah.
movies. Like he really is
He's
like just
supposed-
he's the most like badass out of all.
Bumblebee
Of
was supposed to die in that movie.
them. Really?
But then they were like, no, it's a markable character, so we can't kill him. Soundwave was going to kill him. I've seen the scripts and the concept art. Yeah, the third one's good too. Look, I'm telling you, the fifth one for me is just like it makes no sense. And I've been watching this YouTuber. He's talking about like explaining the backstory for a lot of stuff. Like, you know how Bumblebee could talk at the end of the first one and then can't talk until like the end of the fifth one.
I guess.
So apparently, him talking in the first one was just him using an echo recording of his voice to talk.
But
through the radio.
But he said, "I'd like to stay with the boy,"
Yeah.
in his voice.
Maybe he just spliced a bunch. He's a robot. He can splice a bunch of different.
I think people didn't like Bumblebee's voice. They didn't like his voice, so he kept not having a voice.
Well, it sounds better. To me, it's weird because Bumblebee seems like such a little kid, and whoever they cast for his voice always sounds like this old-ass man. Like, it makes him... And that's not just in the first one. That's in the fifth one. And I'm like,
They did my boy Ironhide dirty in the third one.
Yeah.
It was a very... Now, I will say it was much better a death than Jazz's. Like, when it happens, it's like this,
And it
moment.
means something,
It means
too,
something.
'cause
So,
you're
like, I was sad that he
'cause you're
died,
like
but I was also like,
Sentinel.
man, that's a good death. And Sentinel did it. This is just fucking fucked up. Like... Fuck, I miss
rusted to death.
Bro, that was fucking...
They call that cosmic rust.
They
in
did
the
that
show.
fucking dirty.
It's a horrible disease.
I was sad.
Just fucking gone.
I was upset.
Notice how they only do that for Ironhide and nobody else, though.
He was like, fuck you, Ford, or whatever the fuck Ironhide was.
GMC.
Fuck you, GMC. It was just the most, it was terrible. Creighton, it's episode 158. You know what that means?
It means it's time to boogie. Let's boogie. That's from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Another great movie.
Year 158, known as the year of the consulship of Tertullus and Sacerdos, or less frequently, year 9/11. I don't get it either. The denomination of 158 for this year has been used since the early medieval period when the Anno Domini calendar era became the prevalent method in Europe for naming years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, Josie, same. I was the same way. When they blew up, look, for a moment I thought they were legit, like, all dead. Just because I was like, bro, what if they just showed us that stuff in the trailer? Like, them fighting in the city, and then they just totally killed off all the Autobots, like, in one fell swoop. And then I was like, oh, no, it's a Bay movie, so it's probably not going to happen. But imagine, like, you know what I mean? That they just fucking
Yeah.
blew them up.
I
and
think the
that
thing
was
with the
it.
third movie, like the third one's good. The action in the third one's like the best action, for sure. Like out of any of the not even close.
And then, like,
But the story's just so
this is the one that they, like,
weird.
win, though. You know what I mean? Like, the
Yeah.
Decepticons, like, win. Like, they've never won, really, on Earth. And then this is one that you're like, oh, they like, won.
for a minute. They
Yeah,
didn't
but I
like
mean-
win.
but I
There's a
mean,
point where they win. Yeah, there's like
yeah.
a second where they're winning. And it's like the long 2 days of them being winners though. Like it's
Yeah.
not like they won and fucking
Was
killed
that,
it.
oh, so apparently, and I read the book for that one, too. That's over the course of, like, 3 weeks. That
Oh,
they're
really?
They're in control of that city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or something like that. It's like crazy that they're like in control of Chicago for like that long. And people like fucking die. Like they're like
Chicago?
murdering yeah,
I
Chicago.
don't think it was New York. I guess
I don't
just the
know.
city.
Look, there's a bunch of bridges in Chicago, and there's not as many bridges.
There's a ton of bridges in New York.
not as many though.
There's so many bridges.
Yeah.
I think you're misunderstanding how many
The
bridges
weird
there
thing
are.
is they
New
went
York's
back to
huge,
Chicago
Creighton.
in the very next film.
That's
It's
not
like
accurate.
making movies in Chicago. That's all it is.
Creighton, the weather in Aurora County, South Dakota, is 4 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cold, baby. It's cold outside.
Baby, it's really fucking cold outside.
Maybe it'll freeze your nipples off outside.
Precipitation is 20%, humidity 59%. That
That's cold.
is cold as fuck. 4 degrees. Makes the fourth movie have a little more sense then, with the bots being hunted and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, 'cause like the whole point of Cemetery Wind, which is that rogue group of CIA people that are hunting them down, is that they're like, well, yeah, we lost a bunch of like family and shit in Chicago, so we're like, fuck all the Transformers, you know. And the worst part about it is Optimus implied when they came back that like they just like let this shit happen, so that way they could be like, yeah, you guys need us.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
The Autobots kind of did them dirty there.
Yeah. I mean, if
That was
that's
a little-
true,
that
it might
was a
just be
little
bad
fucked
writing
up.
on Michael Bay's part.
But it's Michael Bay. It's always bad writing on Michael Bay's part.
Also, like, what kind of bullshit is that they just hid in the
Water's
fuselage?
great.
Like, what is that? They just hid in the fuselage and like,
That makes sense.
I mean,
They were in their
yeah,
car form. Remember,
it's
like when they
like-
were going on the ship, it was weird looking. It
I don't know.
didn't make any sense. I mean,
Look, we just need better Transformer movies. And Bumblebee is amazing.
is it? I never even
Yes.
watched it. I just gave up on Transformers.
The weirdest thing that's off-putting about that is that John Cena's like the bad guy in a way.
He's about to be the bad guy in Fast 9.
Is he?
Yes. I can't
That's
believe they're
actually
still
kind of
making.
hilarious.
I can't believe they're still making Fast and Furious movies.
Where's the Hobbs and whatever movie take place?
In that world,
I know it takes place in. So there's a. Fast
it's
and
kind of
Furious
a bitch slap to the Fast and the Furious movies though, low key.
Why?
Because Jason Stamos, what's his name? Jason
John-
Statham. I almost said John Stamos and then stopped, but then said Jason Stamos. Jason Statham, his character is like a bad guy in the Fast and the Furious movies. Like killed Han, like
Yeah.
straight up assassinated him, and then in this movie they're just boys. like
it's like a buddy cop movie.
it's like a buddy.
Hobbs
Now,
and
now
Shaw,
they hate
that's
each
what it
other in the Hobbs and Shaw. They hate each other at the beginning, but then they become not just boys, but like brothers. Like that's the thing. They're like, we're brothers now. And he's like, yeah, we're brothers now. It's like fuck it, bro. It's a fun movie. Don't get me
Have you
wrong,
seen
but
it?
it's hilarious, but it's fucking
Did
silly.
they ever like?
Ryan Reynolds is in it, and he's fucking incredible.
Did they solidify like? So he killed off Han, but did they ever like kind of like address that hey, like he killed off
In one
my
of them, I
friend?
stopped watching them. I didn't watch Fast 6, 7. No, I watched 6. I hated it, and then I didn't watch 7 or 8.
7's the last one though that Paul Walker's in.
I know, but fuck Paul Walker.
Why? Oh yeah, we had this discussion.
Yeah, fuck Paul Walker. Fuck that guy. Yes, Bumblebee was good. I hope the soft reboot helps the series.
Yeah. Also, another thing I couldn't get behind is like Bumblebee being on Earth since like World War II. Like that seemed a little far fetched to me, because the whole point of the first one is
Was that they were showing up?
yeah, that they had just got there, you know,
Wait,
like the Autobots, like the modern day Autobots had.
yeah,
So it kind of breaks the home canon.
yeah. I don't know.
Although there was extended continuity that was like Bumblebee arrived like a year or two before the events of the first one.
So it's like even worse.
Well,
It's
actually,
like even
that,
no Bumblebee was already there. Not in the canon.
in the extended canon, he got there. His voice box was fucked up after the cube was launched off of Earth, off of Cybertron. The Megatron fucked up his voice. Then Ratchet tried to fix his voice, and all he could make was those like beep sounds. Then he went to Earth as a scout, looking for the Allspark, and like found it like sort of located it, but didn't. Like he went to the dam, like in like 2 or 3 years before the events of the first one.
How did they make it make sense? Are they making another Transformers? Probably. They fucked up the timeline and canon of Transformers so bad.
If they just go with Bumblebee being canon, they should be good.
I think just reboot all of it, honestly, at this point. Get
I mean,
new people.
well, I
we
mean,
need new blood in the Transformers world.
So Bumblebee takes place in the 80s.
I want Christopher Nolan to make my Transformers movies. His movies would be superior. Superior movies.
Bumblebee takes place in the 80s, but it's never direct. It has references to the first one and the other couple of movies, but it's never like this is definitely like connected. You know,
How does that have references to those? They
Like
haven't happened.
Simmons is in Sector 7, but like he's like a little kid or something.
That's hilarious.
like that. Yeah. Or
He's the
he's
best
like
part.
A cadet or something.
He's
like
the
that.
best part of the first.
Yeah, he's great.
Two.
He's
Is he
in
the third one.
He's in
1, 2, and 3.
he's in 1, 2, and yeah, he's in 1, 2, and 3. He's in the fourth one, and he's in the fifth one.
He's the best part of the second movie.
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's like a character in the first one, and like you hate him, but then by the second one you fuck it. Who is that? Who plays him?
That's he's a really good actor.
He is.
Yeah, he's got like a bunch of awards and stuff, and he plays Monk's brother on the hit show Monk with Tony Shalhoub or Shalhoub.
Shalhoub.
Him up.
Who? Dude, Transformers 2 came out 12 years ago.
Transformers 2.
Yes. John Turturro.
Yes.
God, nominated for 2 Golden Globes. He was nominated for The Night of and Quiz Show. And then
Can't
for
you see him as being Tony?
he was nominated for Monk as best guest actor in a comedy series. Outstanding
He
guest
was
actor.
amazing in Monk. Every episode he's in Monk is amazing. Can't you see him as Tony Shalhoub's brother though?
Yes, he looks just like Tony Shalhoub.
Right.
They might be brothers in real life.
The casting on that was
Wait, no, they're not.
excellent.
They don't have the same. What am I saying? Well, they have different. Yeah, it really is incredible casting. Like they are the fucking same. He was in Secret Window.
Sector 7. Oh well, Secret Window might be another movie. My
Yeah,
bad.
probably.
I thought you were just saying like the name of the organization. Imagine the organization being named Secret Window.
They need to continue from Bumblebee Recon.
Retcon.
Retcon at all, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. The weird thing is they started to tie stuff together in the fifth one. Like they were like, yeah, like they went back to Egypt where the
Excuse
battle
me. Sorry.
battle at the desert happened, and like they went back to Mission City, and like
Oh, it's a movie with Johnny Depp.
what's it about?
While in the process of an ugly divorce from his wife, Maria Bello, writer Mort Rainey, Johnny Depp, relocates to his remote cabin in upstate New York for solitude, attempting to recover his mental health. Rainey has the misfortune of being found by John Turturro, a farmer who claims Rainey plagiarized his work. At first, Rainey ignores the accusations, but Shooter has no intention of quietly disappearing. Soon, Shooter becomes increasingly vicious in his quest for retribution. Damn. That sounds kind of... Oh, it's a Stephen King book. What? That sounds like low key. Like what's the fucking Misery? It sounds kind of like a different take on Misery.
Yeah.
Do you know what Misery is?
No.
Why would you say yeah? Why do
I
you
was
agree?
just listening to you.
You don't know. Why agree on things you don't understand?
Shit, I can't be here for long.
Hurry,
What's
give
the
us a quote. Quote and I dip. Okay.
All right, what is it? How was your phone this time?
Was Misery while we're waiting. Misery is a movie about an author who gets in a car crash and this lady finds him and she's a big fan of his books.
Yes,
It's that bitch. Yeah, that movie.
yeah. And then she's like breaks his fucking leg
Because he finishes the book
It's
and
like
she doesn't like it.
yeah.
She does not like the end of the book. She is upset.
Breaks his
It's a
fucking-
crazy movie and book. The book's crazy. The
And
movie's
doesn't what's her name? That's like was in Titanic. Doesn't she plays the crazy lady?
crazy. No, in Titanic.
Yeah, the one that plays
Oh,
Molly something.
I haven't seen Titanic in a while, so I don't know. It's her name in real life.
Love her.
She's the tutor in The Blind Side.
Hold on,
I
gotta
can't
look
remember
up
her own name. I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. What?
Is it The Office?
I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. Kathy Bates. Thank you. I knew her name. Fantastic movie. I'm
I
just one
love-
stomach flew away from my goal weight.
I
How do
love Kathy Bates. Is it Kathy Bates saying something? Who do you mean?
No.
You know she's
Probably
in The
not.
Office too.
Yes, she's awesome in The Office. I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. I have no idea. I don't even kind
Is
of.
it?
sounds like a comedy.
Rocky. Imagine if it's Rocky.
It's not Rocky.
I've never seen any of the Rocky movies.
You've never seen a Rocky movie?
Yeah. I've seen references to them all the time.
Dun 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 dun
I've seen that all the time.
dun.
I've seen So many shows.
The Devil
and
Wears
movies
Prada.
reference them.
I've never.
seen
The
that
Devil Wears Prada is one of those movies that I've always wanted to watch, always am capable of watching, that I just have never clicked play on.
Is it because of Meryl Streep?
No, it's not because of anybody. It's just
Oh.
I just haven't watched it. Dude, I've never watched The Godfather. I'm a fucking nerd.
I have it on DVD.
Okay, I gotta go.
If you
I
want to
mean,
borrow
good
it.
luck with your homework. I assume homework. Good luck with whatever you have to do.
Hey,
Peace and love, brother.
do you want to borrow the DVD I have for it?
For what?
My mom loved Devil Wears Prada, so she
I have it.
bought the DVD a long time ago.
I have the movie.
Well, we could watch it on DVD though.
I don't want to
With
watch
the
it on
menu
DVD.
and the bonus.
Where? On
features.
what? My PlayStation?
No, on your computer.
I don't have a DVD reader on
have
my
a disc
PlayStation.
drive,
Not
don't
anymore.
you?
I
You
got
took
rid
it
of
out.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It was in the way.
In the way of what?
My other hard drive. I got a new hard drive along with my SSD.
Well, put it in your PlayStation.
I've got like 5 terabytes in that thing.
Your PlayStation can take it.
Yeah, you're right, but I'm not going to do that to my PlayStation.
Why?
Because I don't want to watch it on DVD. I want to watch it from the comfort of my chair over here.
You
I
don't
wanna
wanna
watch it over
on
there.
the couch.
I mean, I would, but I don't want to.
You don't want a couch vouch.
I will pick you up and fucking kill you.
You know what's weird? I never thought about it until after like it became a thing. Savannah started saying couch vouch while she was laying on a bed, and not a couch.
We talked shit that day. Yes, we did. What do you mean you never thought
Oh,
of
we
it?
did?
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked.
I
Bro,
just
you have a
don't
terrible
remember
memory.
Well, then again, that's been like fucking 50 or 60 episodes ago.
Way more episodes
Way
than
more
that
ep-
ago.
exactly.
Yeah, like maybe a whole fucking. We weren't that far. We weren't that far in the podcast when Savannah started coming on the podcast because I met her. When did I meet her? It was like a little more than a year ago that I met her and Matt.
Yeah.
I met both of them, like,
Around
and
the same
Isaiah.
time.
I met her and Isaiah in the same night, I think. I met her the day I broke my, or not broke, but like fucked my toe up. I think I might have broke my toe. I might still have a technically broken toe.
Yeah. Is it healed by now?
I mean, yeah, it looks fine. I mean, it looks just like my other toe now.
Yeah.
But the toenail's a little dark on one corner from being like hit really hard, but because
Eventually it'll
it's been
grow.
growing. But I mean, yeah. What's good? Shit streaks. What's up, Copenhagen? You have a sub badge now, Copenhagen. Somebody gifted you yesterday.
Yeah, look at you, Copenhagen, with a sub badge. That's badge. Do you want to hear the Urban Dictionary word of
Yes.
the day?
Oh wow, look at that. Oh, look at me. Fucking. Oh wow, would you look at that? Fucking. It's insane. Do your word first.
Okay, so the word of the day is manko. It's a noun, rude Japanese slang for cunt, used by naughty female language students to book tables in foreign restaurants so that they will be able to have a laugh when the maitre d' calls them to their table. Miss Manko, your table is ready. So it'd be like Miss Cunt.
That's hilarious.
Yes. So now we gotta go to Akina.
Oh my God.
No, wait, that's
The Bureau
Chinese.
sends its regards. Hello, Copenhagen. Talk about Savannah and Matt for a second while I get coffee, and then I'm going to talk about them.
So Savannah, I'm trying to remember how we all met. Did you did I just bring them over, or did you just? We went to Waffle House. No, it had to be Huddle House.
Oh yeah, what am I saying?
We were all going to Huddle House a lot at the time, so we all went to Huddle House, and I think I introduced you to them there. And you and Matt clicked immediately.
And Savannah. I'm actually both of them really.
I know, but like Matt, like you were just like all over him. You were like, "I love you."
Well, I didn't meet Matt at Huddle House. I met
Didn't?
Matt when
Are
we
you
went.
sure?
Yes, we went to Columbia to see Carly at a Mexican restaurant, and then I wanted to ride
Oh,
home, and you wanted to stay and
yes.
drink. So Matt and Kayla,
Yes.
the three of us went back to Lancaster, and I just got him to drop me off, and that
you
was
guys
the
talked
beginning.
the whole time.
We talked the whole time until we got home when he dropped me off, and then I
And you
didn't
guys
speak to him for
text
like a
each other.
month. And no,
Oh, really?
I didn't see him. We didn't get contact information or anything. I didn't see him again for like a
Why
month
didn't
and a
you
half.
Ask me for his number.
I don't care. You know me. I don't like. I'm like
You're
go
like-
with the flow when it comes to social situations. If I don't get your number, it's like, well, it was fun knowing that person for this day, and then luckily
and then
it
that's
just
it.
it just transpired that we ended up being friends later because we all did end up hanging out like in other situations. I've had plenty of friends that I was like really good friends with for a whole day and then never saw them again.
That's sad.
Like when we went to that Halloween party of Lindsay's in Columbia,
Mm.
I was hanging out with lots of people. What's up, Trey?
Hello, Trey.
Hello, fellas. But
But
I was talking to Matt like 2 weeks ago or something. It is insane that I've only known him and Savannah and Isaiah for like 1 year of my life.
yeah,
Like I feel like I've known them forever. Like forever.
aren't I amazing at introducing you to people?
It's been a little more than a year. It's been like right at a year since I broke my toe.
Now you just gotta be friends with Jason, and then
Right.
let it take off like that.
It's been like a whole year now, like right at a year since I fucked up my toe really bad. 'Cause like my birthday's soon, and by my birthday I was hurt because like I
Yeah,
was
'cause you
wobbling
were
around at
limping.
laser tag. I forgot I was here. Hello, 2%.
Hello, 2%.
I've had good friends for a night. I got drunk. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I've never done that, but I've had that ouchie
You-
broke. So I didn't break it technically. We think I may have broken it. I just never
How
went
did
to
you
the
do it
doctor.
again? You dropped something on it, didn't you?
No, I was upstairs talking to Carmen, and I got a phone call.
I remember.
I got a
this.
phone call, and it was my dad. And in the house, I get bad reception, so I usually just walk outside, or like right here, I have bad reception because this wall is concrete, or ceiling is concrete rather. It's like 3 feet of concrete, so I have to like walk out into the room or outside to make a phone call. So I was upstairs, and they have doggy gates everywhere upstairs because they have fucking 20 animals. And I went to go open a doggy gate, but the doggy gate wasn't connected at the walls right. So when I went to open it, I like was already stepping through the gate with my foot, and instead of opening, it just pushed forward. Me and the gate fell forward. And I was wearing socks, and my big toe went through 2 of the bars, and the gate fell on my toe
And bent it back.
and bent it back. So, I still have the toe. The toenail fell off about a month later. Like the entire fully intact toenail fell off of my toe.
I remember that.
My toe was black for about 2.5 weeks, and then it was like a dark
Yes.
blue purple for a long time too.
I did.
Did
that.
you have Creighton to suck on it to make it feel better? Yes,
I
he
did.
did that for a while. Yeah, it bled a lot. He liked the blood. Creighton about to eat the mic yawning so much. Facts. Hey Copenhagen, we got sub badges.
Yes, we did get sub badges.
That's
You already
what-
told Copenhagen.
I know, but 2% said that. I was reading what 2% said.
Can you pass me a water?
I could have moved forward with my chair, but I just did. My mic was right here, and I would have had to like move my head, and that's just so much work. It was busted up pretty bad. I didn't walk right for about really for like 2 or 3 months. Like I had a limp for a while. It took about 4 whole months for me to be back, like totally back to normal. Totally back to normal. It was really bad.
Totally.
Like every time I took a shower, like there's just blood all over the floor 'cause my toe would be bleeding.
Blood on the floor.
'Cause like it was all that pressure and the hot water. So like I was literally constantly just like pouring water on it to like clean it. 'Cause like it smelled really bad. Like even if I took a shower, it smelled really bad after like just 2 hours. 'Cause like I had to wrap it with gauze and then keep a sock on so the gauze would stay on, right? 'Cause otherwise they're just gonna fucking keep falling off. And it just fucking constantly, I was just constantly in pain. It was terrible. It was really, really rough. And it was my big toe too, so like you're putting the most pressure on your big toe out of all your toes. It was horrible. The toenail finally fell off like 2 months in, that was like the most annoying thing, is the toenail was like hanging off like a little door for the longest time. And I fucking like, if I didn't wear a sock and like went to bed barefoot, like it would just fucking, the sheets would just yank it and rip off, and that was really hard. It was scary. So eventually I just slept with it fully wrapped in gauze with a sock on one foot all the time. So annoying.
I remember that.
It was so aggravating. I hated it.
It was like you're in a boot for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Kids on Cold War set up an entire campfire tent. Got the marshmallows going tonight. What? Kids on Cold War set up an entire campfire tent. Got the marshmallows going tonight. What are you talking about? The video game Cold War? I'm so
he's
confused.
saying somebody's camping.
Oh, okay, camping on Cold War. I got you. I was like, what? They're camping. Okay.
Come on, Charlie. It's not that hard.
I'm an idiot. What can I say? I'm a dummy.
A big old dummy.
Big old dummy. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that that's been 1 year. 'Cause like to me, that feels like it was a year ago. But I met Savannah that day that I broke my toe, which is such a weird day to remember. Like that's such a crazy thing that she's like. That's how she told me. 'Cause in my head, I was like, "What are you talking about? I've known you for like 2 or 3 years." And she was like, "No, like remember you broke your toe and I met you that day." And I was like, "Oh my god, that was that!" And then I remembered like going there and being like, "Sorry that I'm in so much pain and we'll be acting like this, but I'm in so much pain and we'll be acting like this." 'Cause
you were in a Mark cart and it was funny.
I got a bag of ice at Huddle House and just set it on my foot like that day.
I remember
'Cause like
that.
what
yeah.
it happened. What happened was I got that call, and fucking
Well, who was calling you? Was it me?
it was my dad.
Oh.
I got that call, and
Imagine
then
if it was me.
imagine, and then later in the day, Creighton was like, "You want to hang out?" And I was like, "Sure." And then we went and got food, and I was just in pain, like I couldn't wear shoes. Like I literally had a shoe off in the middle of Huddle House. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was a rough way to meet people. I always knew you were the smart one. Creighton.
I am pretty smart.
You got good grades in school.
I'm clever. Like a fish.
Definitely like a fish. Clever like a fish is the perfect way to say it. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus.
Yes, you want to talk about that?
I am on board with
cancel
hashtag
this.
Disney cancel plus in spirit.
Yeah, you're.
I will not myself be canceling my Disney Plus subscription. I'm sorry, but fuck them kids for what they said. I sing your jacked up toe, shirts off at the table. This Huddle House sounds like a fine dining establishment. Yeah, no, it's terrible. It's a terrible restaurant.
So, do you want to talk about what she said? Like to kind of, because you read it and I didn't read it, so I don't remember it as well.
Essentially, she said that
And who we're talking about too?
Gina Carano. Gina Carano, is that your surname?
I think it's got to be something like that, right? Gina Carano.
I think it's Gina Carano.
She's beautiful.
She is beautiful.
She I want to be with the Amazonian lady so bad, and that would be her. It was
Carano, not Corano. It's C-A.
Serrano.
Gina Carano, she was fired from The Mandalorian after saying some shit on Instagram that has now been deleted because people were so negative towards her. What she said essentially was that during World War II, when the Nazis were like attacking Jews, or not even attacking, but when they were just systematically killing them, it wasn't just the Nazis that like let it happen. Like the Nazis weren't just like, let's do this, and then went and rounded everyone up and started doing it. Like it was a systematic like ploy against the Jews in those communities. And she said that the Jews weren't taken out by the Nazis at first. It was their neighbors who were calling them out, pointing them out, making sure everyone knew they were Jews, and criticizing them for being who they were. And that's why they were like rounded up by the Nazis, and like it was the neighbors. And then she said what she was doing was comparing that to political ideologies today.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a Republican or a Democrat, depending on which side or where you live, you're seen as you're ostracized for what you believe,
Which is ridiculous.
Like I'm very much in the middle. I'm on both sides in a lot of ways. I'm very socially liberal, and I'm fiscally more conservative. The ultimate neighbor watch. Oh my God. I mean, is she wrong?
Neighborhood watch. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, that's why we don't. That's me and him were both like when he read.
I'm
that
on
to
her
me,
side.
I
think she's like all she was comparing it to was what's happening today, and Disney fired her. So hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Fuck them for firing her. That's what we're saying. I'm on. That's the side I'm on.
He told me about it, and I was expecting it to be over something like crazy, like she had said some crazy shit or whatever, and I was like, "That's it." You know what I mean? Like that was my reaction.
That is ridiculous.
I was like, so many people have said.
She
so
wasn't
much
even
worse
calling
shit.
anybody out either. She wasn't calling out either
She
side
didn't
either.
say either side, like and like even if she had to taking a side in the fight, that's not grounds for termination. You know what I mean? Not in my book. Like
I was expecting some pro-Nazi stuff. Yeah. Like when I started reading it, I was like, oh shit, here we go. Did she say some like Hitler should have made it or some shit? I was like, what? Wasn't Walt Disney ultra anti-Semitic? Exactly.
Yeah, he had a picture of Hitler on his desk.
And then like the thing that I saw on Twitter that I was like kind of like I don't know about this argument, guys. I don't like what we're doing. Was a lot of people who were like on her side were also saying, look, you guys hired James Gunn back. You're going to get rid of her for this, like when he did that. Like, and I'm like, listen, I feel like we're barking up the wrong tree because now we're going to go get James Gunn in trouble again. Because James Gunn's a comedian, bro. He was making jokes. Like some of the shit, I can't believe people are going after these guys for the comedy and for the jokes. And she was just bringing up a good point.
Yeah.
It's such a ridiculous scenario. You know what? Let me find the fucking...
It's not a good measuring stick.
Not at all. Let me read what she said. Hold on. Let me read it verbatim. She said... Where is her post? Let me find her post.
James Gunn's the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and he's also directing the new Suicide Squad movie and the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
He made like pedophile jokes, like rape jokes about kids like 10 years ago or something. Like, it was jokes. He's a comedian as well as a director. Carano was fired after sharing a controversial social media post. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the now-deleted Instagram story showed a picture of a Jewish woman being persecuted by Nazis and said, Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views today?
It's not.
It's not. That's
You know?
literally.
That's the point.
It's religion. There's a religious connotation, but it's the same thing. It's the same kind of like, look at them. Here's why they're bad.
The only thing I could say to that is like, what was the picture? You know what I mean? Like, how vicious of a picture is it? And even then, it's like she's giving context to it. It's not like she's pushing Nazi propaganda. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's one thing if it's just like fucking some chick getting her head cut off.
If she just posted a picture of this woman being rounded up by Nazis, like this Jewish woman being rounded up by Nazis, and not given any context at all, then I might be like, like, you know, what do you mean by that, you know? But
exactly.
like,
Beaten by children, the precursor to the Hitler Youth? I don't know. This is during the times of it happening, so I don't know if it's quite the precursor, but yeah, I guess technically the precursor.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's silly. She said some shit in the past that got people on the left upset, like with the pronouns and shit.
Oh,
on Twitter.
What did she say about her pronouns?
All she did was how people have in their Twitter bio their pronoun, like she, her, or him, he, or whatever it is. She put beep boop like a droid would in Star Wars, as a joke.
And people got upset.
And people got viciously upset. Like, people went crazy on her for that. I don't know, man. People
it's not
hate.
like she was
people love
hey, fuck
hating
you and your pronouns.
Yeah,
like, this
people
is just
love
me having
hating
fun.
things. People love hating on
I
shit.
remember, didn't we talked about a while ago her being under fire for that, but like we never, like nothing came of it, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, man. People, that's why you just ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah, just why can't people just, you know,
Never
keep
bow to the
scrolling?
mob. That's what I say, bro. People, look, I live in a place, we both live in a place, where it's really hard to be on either side right now.
Yeah.
Because if you're on the left, all the people in town hate you. And if you're a fact giver, that's a great name. People tell
Thank
me
you.
to fear hell, but there comes a point where you've done such awful things that you have to wonder if the devil will welcome you as a friend when you arrive. Drake Bell. What?
That's amazing.
That's an amazing. That's the best.
what he said at the end of Drake and Josh.
Is it actually?
No.
I was about to
Imagine if
say.
that's what he said at the end of Drake and
Fuck
Josh.
them kids. That is the best, like,
Hmm.
first message of a person showing up and following ever. That is tier 1
Yeah.
content right there. Thank you, your
Thank
fact
you.
giver. Please give more facts like that.
I just feel like it's one of those things, like, if you don't like what you see, keep scrolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I have a
there's-
lot of friends. I have a lot of friends on both sides of the whole, like, of the political spectrum. Like, people who are hard left, hard right, people who are right down the middle like me. And look, here is the cliche.
Damn.
Here's the really cliche. I have asthma and was completely blown away by your.
That's
Listen here,
amazing.
Laura. I will literally. You made me act up. Have you seen Charlie's haircut? 2%. Why are you so fucking mean right now? What is with
You do kind of look like, what's his name from Meet the Robinsons?
so?
That's not a bad thing. I just am
You
making
saying it like
observation.
it's. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this one plays out. Louis.
Louis?
Louis. Oh,
Another
Lewis. Lewis from the movie? Is that who you're talking about? I don't remember
Lewis,
the.
yes, that is
Lewis.
Lewis.
Shut the fuck up, Barb. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Great.
Lewis
Fucking-
and Barb. That should be the name of our
Oh my
podcast.
God, we are Lewis and Barb. Hey
Or
Barb. Hi
Barb
Barb.
and Lewis.
Barb and Star. Anyway,
What is that from? Like that movie?
it's a SNL thing. The movie trailer we watched.
Yeah.
It's an SNL bit that
Is
they
that
are
what it
making
is?
a movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I could see.
Kind of like Wayne's World.
I could see like the bottom of their mouth, like talking, but I couldn't see their faces, and I was like,
That's
did
what.
they-
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what
that-
that's about.
Did
That's
they
like the
show
joke.
that in the
In the movie, you'll see them, but in the trailer, you're meant to not ever see their faces. That's
in
like the
the
joke.
is is the SNL bit like that too? Like you never see
No,
their
in the
faces?
in the show, like you see them totally.
Okay.
They're just it's like Wayne's World. It's just a popular bit that they decided to make a movie.
Okay, because I was like, I feel like this is a reference.
Fact: North Korea and Cuba are the only places you can't buy Coca-Cola. What?
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's weird.
Wonder if you can smuggle it in. Like, yeah, I got your Coke, and it's just 2 liters of Coke.
Oh my
stuffed
God, we need
into
a movie
cooler.
with Coke dealers who are smuggling Coca-Cola into fucking North Korea. That's so fun. They should have done that in the interview. That's amazing.
I know somebody.
That's a
who-
great movie. Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
That movie is hilarious.
It's a shame. It's a horrible thing that happened to that movie because like everybody, no theaters were showing it, and I was like,
So you're telling me if I go to
why?
Charlie's house, I can buy a Coke? Not here. I don't have Coke here, like Coca-Cola. I don't drink soda. Neither does Mike now. Actually, it's a soda-less house now, pretty much.
Really, for real?
Like Carmen still drinks Mountain Dew, but other than that,
it's not sodaless because she's
I
probably
mean,
got Mountain Dew upstairs.
I know. I'm saying like for the most part, like it used to be. There's like 8 cases of Mountain Dew here at a time. Now there might be 6 or 7 soda cans.
I got.
Like we basically have no, and it's all earmarked for one person. So like no one's gonna come over and get any soda.
I ordered a sweet tea today from Hardee's and they gave me a Coke and I was upset because it was a large drink and I was like, I don't want to drink this much Coke, but I've already driven off and I'm so thirsty.
You wanted a what?
I don't want to drink this
What did
much
you
Coke.
want?
I wanted sweet tea
Yeah.
or like water or something that wasn't like gonna be like just awful.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to drink this, but I'm so thirsty. So
How did
I
that
had
movie
to
not get America nuked, bro? I have no idea.
Because it wasn't
Casuals.
like, look, they don't. It wouldn't have gotten us nuked, even if they had showed it in theaters.
Yeah,
like,
it was. The
like-
thing is, fucking, they just assume that like, everyone who thinks that way, you know, like they must think that other countries only see our movies. Like they don't have
Right,
some kind
like,
of communique
yeah.
with our fucking.
like other countries have movies that are like talking shit about
You
us,
and me.
and we're not throwing.
If you
links
and
at
me had a good camera and the time, we could make a movie, like a movie
Yeah.
that could make it to theaters. We could have a movie that did that. Like we could put it. If all we did was put it on YouTube and it got a huge traction, a studio would buy the rights and put it in theaters for us, or theaters would want to put it in theaters for us because they just want to make money. It's all about money for all of
them.
them.
Yeah, and
If
they
we made a
cut
good movie-
themselves off from so much money because like so
'Cause
many
everyone
people.
was scared.
Yeah, and like and I think it went live on Netflix like the day it was supposed to come out, and like so many people streamed
The
it.
fuck is North Korea gonna do? I
Exactly.
mean, they have nukes. They could nuke some shit.
I mean,
allies of
but
ours at least.
apparently none of their nukes can reach us.
Not us. They can reach other shit.
I mean,
They can
yeah.
reach South Korea, our friends.
Yeah.
What's the worst experience you ever had with a girl? I'm not saying mine. Say what you want about pedophiles,
Let's
but you
see.
bet.
This one time.
But you bet your ass they don't speed in the school zones. Jesus, Copenhagen.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
This one time,
Terrible, but it's funny.
I ordered a lot of food, and I asked my girlfriend if she wanted some, and she said no, and so I got it, and then she asked for some of mine. That's probably the worst experience I've had. That has happened with multiple girls, though. I hate that shit.
That's
But-
the worst experience.
Yes.
You and I both know your history with women, and
And
that's
that's-
the worst thing.
Yeah, pretty much. 'Cause it's just so annoying, like, and I never order enough food for like both. of them.
Creighton, are you just not wanting to talk about the worst thing that happened?
No. That I mean, I'm being serious. That's the worst thing.
That's the worst thing.
'Cause like
Not losing half your friends and not seeing them for 2 years almost.
That's a close second. But
Wow.
like, hear me out.
Wow.
That can be fixed.
Clipping it for the boys.
Look.
Clipping it for the
Look,
boys.
Let me explain though.
Go ahead. It's all on tape
It's
now.
the worst. It's like it's the second worst thing that's happened, but also like the food thing, like the friends thing I can work with. I can fix that eventually, or at least try to. The food thing, there's nothing I can do about because they're going to do that shit regardless.
What is the happiest moment in your life besides having sex for the first time? Having sex for the first time.
Yeah,
Having sex
for
any
the
of my
first time
times.
was not the happiest.
I was
moment
gonna
in
say
my life.
having sex any of the times I had it was not the happiest moment of my life. Like, it's awesome, but it's like I've had much happier moments of like happy, awesome things happen.
Probably
like,
going to
that's
Disney
just-
World.
Disneyland was. I went to Disneyland and it was pretty awesome.
Well, I went to Disney World when I was like 9, so it's like
Oh,
right
that
at-
would be pretty fucking dope.
So, like-
when you're 9, that's like a huge.
It's like
You definitely remember it way better too. I'm sure because I didn't go to either of them until I was
you were-
fucking 20.
and I went when it was
two?
the middle of like a Star Wars weekend too. So like it
I was either 22 or 23 when I went.
So they had like Hayden Christensen there dressed up as Anakin Skywalker. They had like a bunch of other actors there.
Seeing this podcast is low key sex, to be honest. Like probably, a strong handy is what I rate it. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. That sounds good.
One
to
of
me.
the other better memories that I've had is like whenever we all went to a lake over the past summer and you didn't go. It was nice.
Thank you, great. God damn it.
It was so quiet.
Well,
and
no.
Peaceful.
Meeting some of my friends for the first time, like meeting them in person for the first time, were probably some of the happier moments. What? Blue collar hand job, no lube, white knuckles, staring at the top and ripping down. Holy shit.
That's us.
That's where
right
you
there.
rate it? Okay, fucking awesome. I don't know.
No, that's what we are.
Awesome.
It's not a good experience, but it's still a hand job. I talked to my grandma Lula today. I called her out of the blue just 'cause I was like, I wonder what she's up to. And she was like, yeah, I got into a wreck like an hour before you called me.
Holy
and
shit.
I was like, oh,
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Like what?
She's like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I just hit my knees against the dash and that shit hurt. And I was like, did you call anyone? She's like, no, I'm mad at your dad right now, so I'm not talking to him. This is my mom.
Was it his fault?
This is no.
Oh,
no.
she's just mad. in
She's
general or
mad
something?
at my dad right now. This is my dad's mom, and she was out with one of her friends, and one of her friends, like, somebody ran her off the road at Hardee's, which is where I went to like an hour after apparently all this happened. So it was like a weird like out of the blue context thing. But she was at home, she was okay, and I was like, "Are you gonna tell them?" And she was like, "Hell no, they haven't called me in weeks." She's mad right now.
That's funny.
But, you know, she was talked to me a little bit. She wants me and Kristen to come over and have dinner with her. So it was pretty good conversation.
If you had to go back in time and change anything, what would it be and why?
Like from our lives or from history?
Probably let's stick to our lives.
Okay.
Makes it a little less complicated.
From history, I would change the whole Well, I'm giving both answers.
Okay, fine.
I'm giving both answers. From recent history, I would change the whole raising the smoking age to 21. I think
You're
that
crazy.
shit's fucking ridiculous.
Why do you always want to go back to this argument?
Look, I'm not getting into it tonight.
You all literally are. You're the one bringing
I
it
brought
up.
it. I just told you what I would change, and then as for my own personal life,
I can't believe
I would probably shave off some time that I spent with the girlfriend that like made
there
me
you go.
lose.
Way to
all
bring
the-
it. Way to bring it back and redeem yourself.
Because some of those times
You missed Infinity War and Endgame with the boys.
I didn't. Yeah, I did miss Endgame, didn't I?
You missed
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
You missed a lot of Marvel shit. That means you missed Captain America, not Captain America, Captain Marvel. You missed Ant-Man 2. You missed like 4 or 5.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Bro, you missed a lot. You missed a lot of Marvel movies with the boys for the first time.
What was the last one we all saw together? Spider-Man.
Did we even see Far From
Me
Home?
and you saw Spider-Man: Homecoming together.
Not Homecoming.
Yeah, we did.
Was it Homecoming?
Yeah, we saw.
So that must have been right before
we saw
the shitting.
we
as I like
saw
to call it.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 together, and we saw Homecoming together.
Okay.
Because one night
Did we see Far From Home together, or were we not
did.
friends yet?
We might have saw.
It might
Far
have been
From Home.
really. It might have been right on the edge of when that happened. I can't really remember.
We might have saw Far From Home together.
I don't know.
I know the very first thing we saw was Joker together.
Like since you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a great
Movie. Holy shit, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
Not a good date movie though.
no,
Yeah.
terrible date
That's-
movie.
That's what that you know that Hispanic girl that turned out to be racist. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, so that's what the movie we went and saw together. And I really didn't want to see that movie with her.
Trying to think what I would change.
No,
if
like,
I would change anything, probably in my recent, like not even recent, just in my life. Someone's gonna hear this and get mad because I forgot of some horrible thing I did, but I would probably not break Mr. Rhodes' dobro. I felt really bad about that.
Oh, that's such a funny story.
That's a
though.
funny story. Ooh,
You
I might
can't
have
not
hit
do
Tara
that.
back. That might be something.
Do that one. Don't change the dobro story because the dobro
No,
story
what?
is so funny.
Tara hitting me just hurt me. Breaking his dobro cost him money and just was a horrible
But
experience.
It's such a funny story.
And it caused me
off.
so much dread. Which is better story though, that or Tara slapping me?
They're both pretty good. Like the way, but Anna telling it is so much better than you telling it.
Oh, Anna telling the.
Yeah.
Well, I think us both telling each side of it is better because she didn't see things I saw in the crowd that I talk
I mean,
about.
you
that are
say
great.
that, but I feel like the Anna telling it is way better than you telling it.
Okay, I guess.
We need to have Anna on.
Oh, I'd love to have Anna on just for the. Hell, I would have Anna. I would just call Anna and be like, "Can you tell the story?" like on the pod.
Well,
We could
why
do
I put her
that.
in the group chat the other day. I was like, we got to do more stuff with Anna, so I dropped her in there.
Is she still in Columbia or is she back in
She's
town?
still in Columbia.
Ah,
She has a
damn.
house in Columbia. That
Oh, yeah, she, like,
owns.
lives there,
Yeah,
huh? Yeah.
like she's like got roots. We should just go crash at Anna's for like a week.
Yeah, we should just bring the podcast stuff. Like
Don't
I'm for
even
real.
ask her. Just like be
Oh,
like,
no, I don't know about
like
that.
roll up to the door and be like,
I'm for
hey.
real though. Like I've been planning, like I've been thinking about getting a nice laptop, like just something that can run the podcast
and take it on the go with us.
not just with us, but like just get a flight sometime and go stay with a friend for 3 or 4 days and do some podcasts with them for MFAM podcast. Like just do a lot, like just travel. You and me both go do it.
Oh, I would love to.
You know,
I love
that
traveling.
would be so sick. Nathan's dumbass. I've told Nathan like 10 times, or no, I haven't. He has said to me, "Dude, I'm gonna come and do the podcast soon. It's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be fun."
Where's he been at? Like, what's he doing?
He just works. He lives 40 minutes from here though. That's the thing. Like he could get off work one day or just have an off day and just come do a podcast, and he hasn't because he hates me. He's my best friend, and
Clip
he
it and
hates
send
me.
it to Nathan.
Fucking Nathan, bro. I'm gonna kiss him on the lips.
Yeah, do it. Kiss him on the lips with your dick.
God damn it. I don't know, man.
Big
I mean,
old dick kiss.
I'm trying to think other horrible things I've done. Like the Dobro thing was pretty bad. That was pretty rough.
But it's so
The Tara
funny.
thing was a thing that happened to me. Like not something that I did that I could like.
Yeah.
It's not like the worst thing, and it's a funny story. Like I like telling. It's a fun story to
they're
tell.
both funny, but
Like
like
the
you
well,
hitting
the
her
Dobro
back,
is less.
you hitting her back would make it like even more funny.
It wouldn't
So,
make it funny. It would make it a much more controversial story.
not necessarily.
I
'cause,
mean,
like,
for the
she
age
totally
that we all
earned
are, it wouldn't have been that crazy for the time because we were all like 18. So
Yeah.
it would have been shitty still
it.
for
Nah,
me,
you
a guy,
earned
to
that.
hit her. I don't know, man.
You earned that.
I don't think so. I think you're crazy for that. I don't think at any point I should have hit Tara.
Marvel
I think it's a
still
bad thing.
mid-tier. Yeah, I agree with that 2%.
It's you guys. I don't know.
The shows are good, but I mean,
I
like
love-
the shows with a lot of things are like fucking amazing.
I think I just get way more out of Marvel than a lot of people do. A lot of people, I've talked to so many people that have only watched all the movies like one time.
These hands are rated D for agreed. Look, all I'm
That's
saying
awesome.
is, all I'm saying is, like, you
I'm
hear
gonna get
all
my
this
first
talk,
tattoo is gonna be a little trademark E, the ERSB sign. I'm gonna get a little tiny E right there.
You hear all the time people being like, "We're equal now, we're equal," but as soon as you raise hands, we're like, not. You know?
Dude. Bisexuals should get a little rated E for everyone tattooed above their genitalia.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's a genius idea. Bisexuals, where you at? I got an idea for you. Yo, that's a great fucking rating. That's a great tattoo idea. Yo, 2%. That is fucking
Oh.
genius.
We'll tell Quentin to get that.
There you are, just offering all that information to the world.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you touch someone, you better be ready to catch some hands. Yeah, no, you know what? That's good. That's
yeah,
fact.
See, thank
Like her
you.
slapping me, sure.
That
Like
was,
if a guy had done it, it's not just hands being thrown. Like it's fucking elbows and knees and fucking whatever I can land before everyone pulls me off of that guy. But like,
but why isn't it like that for Tara?
because I was stronger than Tara. I'm a stronger person. I'm hurting Tara if I slap her
I
that
mean,
hard.
You're stronger than
She
most
slapped me in
guys, though. You
I'm
know?
not stronger than most guys anymore. I'm out of shape right now. I
I'm
haven't been
talking
in the gym.
about then.
Then no, I wasn't even in the. I didn't even
Then
start
what's
going to
that
the
have do
gym
with it? Like,
because I'm
what's being
still a guy. I'm so
stronger?
much stronger than her.
Oh, you're a pussy.
No, I'm not a. I'm the pussy for not wanting to hurt a woman. You're crazy.
No, I'm
You're a
just
fucking
saying.
idiot.
I'm just saying, like, if somebody hits me, it doesn't matter if it's a guy or woman. If they're hitting me full force, I'm not gonna just sit there and take it.
You don't have to take it, but you don't hit back. You stop them from doing anything else. She hit me and walked away. Like at the worst, I just was fucking mad and never talked to her again. Still haven't spoken to her. Not really. She said hey to me, and I was like, hey, but I've never like maintained conversation with her.
I don't know. I still feel like you should like you got all this pent up aggression. If you had just like gone back.
I don't have
and
any
just
pent up
attacked.
aggression. I don't like that it happened, and I'll talk shit, but I don't have any pent up aggression over it.
You should.
I'm very laid back. I don't get angry. Like I don't like flow with anger or show it.
Thank you, 2%.
If they don't back off, you put them on the ground. Yeah, I mean, look, if she had slapped me and then just started fucking punching me, like I'm at the very most, I'm grabbing her and not letting her go. Like she's getting the bear hug, and she's not hitting me anymore. If she starts biting or something, I'm turning her around. I'm holding arms behind backs.
Oh shit.
Austin is paying forward the gift they got from Lord Feedback to the community. Gifted a sub to thank you for gifting Josie.
Oh,
I'm broke
that's
currently.
sweet.
I'll let you know, LMAO. Wait,
About
what?
I don't know.
If they don't back. Hi, hey Austin. Thank you, Austin.
Hey,
by the way.
Austin.
Oh, thanks. What were you talking? That was for the tattoo thing. Oh, okay. I was about
Oh.
to say. That's kind of funny. It makes it seem like she, you know what I mean? She had gifted it. That's kind of funny. Was that like a random gift, or did you pick from chat, Austin? Also, thank you. You're a legend for that. Are you? Yeah, that's 2 months. I was about to say. I wish that affiliates had more spots, because like ours go from the yellow shirt to the blue shirt to the red shirt in 3 months. Like it's literally 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. And then it's like 6 month, 9 month, 1 year. So like the best that you can do is be here for like 1 year and get the coolest thing, which is like, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but it's thank you, Austin. Your fact giver gifted another one. Thank you, dude. Random, good pick. Thank you, Austin. Austin, what are you doing, bro? Why are you doing this? Hope he likes the stream. He's cool. He's been here he's been in here just tonight, but he's like been talking and like saying cool shit.
You guys definitely talking about stuff.
Bro, what, bro? Oh shit. I need pizza rolls. Bro, I could fucking annihilate like 40 pizza rolls right now.
40?
Easy. 40 was my like number that I always made and would eat. Like if I got really actually 45. Bro, Austin,
Damn,
what are you doing,
awesome.
bro? Thank you. Oh, you gifted E-Train, that shitter. I love you. He's a friend of mine. I'm just talking shit. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing right now? You want to make pizza rolls right now?
Well, there you go.
That's what he's doing. Yeah, I got, what do you? Okay, thank you, dude. Charlie doesn't deserve it. How dare you? That's mean 2%. I'm gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
Bro, I used to buy the bags of 90 and make 2
I remember
orders of
those.
45.
Yeah.
When I got the bag of 100, I would make 40 3 times. That's like a bag of 120 was a meal to me, like, or was 3 meals to me rather. Like
Yeah.
I just 120, bro. I need fucking.
That's a lot.
I hadn't had those I haven't had those in so long. They're so good, bro. They're amazing.
And they're pretty cheap too.
Yeah, they are. That's like 120 is like $10. Bro, relax. You're picking ballers. You're picking absolute
Yeah.
banger gifted sub. You're picking Hamid's a legend. Like you're getting lucky with these. But what are you
what happened
doing?
to the pizza rolls? They're gonna get
Go
cold.
go make your pizza rolls, dude. What are you doing? Thank you. Relax, bro. What are you doing?
They're just gonna come back in here and be like, "What?"
He's gonna be like, "Oh shit, thanks." Thank you, Austin. You're a freak for this. Is your phone? Yeah, I hear your phone a little bit. But goddamn, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Thank you,
We're
Austin.
talking about you hitting women or something.
Right. You have the best ways of making things sound way worse than they are. I get paid soon. I'll get some pizza rolls.
And
Banger.
And I think the consensus is that like it's justifiable in self-defense. Not just straight out walking down the street. and
Look,
hitting
if
women.
some woman walks up to me with a fucking pipe and starts trying to hit me, yeah, I'm putting her ass down. But like, if some chick is just walking up, some little woman, like Tara-sized woman, is walking up just hitting me, like,
Yeah, Charlie
I'm
is
just
that.
stopping her from hitting me. Austin. Thank you, Austin.
Like, we're not saying beat her ass, Charlie. Like, we're just saying like
I know, but I'm not hitting a woman. You guys are crazy.
And we're not saying like beat her ass. The
If
same
you
way.
hit a woman, I don't care who the woman is. You shouldn't hit any woman. You're huge.
No, that's not
No,
what
I'm
I mean.
saying, but you're saying that if a woman walks up and starts beating the fuck out of you, you're just
yeah,
gonna
I would hit her. If
don't
she
hit her.
started
Just
beating
grab
the
her.
fuck
Stop her from beating you up. You have the power to do that without her
Sometimes
hitting
you
her.
have to get some space in between you before you can grab.
Push her. You don't hit. Hitting is so much worse than what you can do to stop a woman from hitting you. It's so easy.
I mean, I guess.
like, look,
but,
if it's a
like,
fucking
I'm
woman
not
your
gonna
size,
lie.
yeah, if it's a big woman your size or something, sure. But like somebody like who is even kind of not your size, you shouldn't hit them. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 is a registered 6 offender.
But like,
I like that.
You don't know.
That's a
you
funny
don't,
joke.
If
How big is
someone-
Creighton? Creighton's like 6'3", 240.
Say you're getting attacked by some woman on the street, right? You don't know what she's got on her. What if you go to like bear harm her, and like
Bear
she
hug
would
her?
bear hug her, and she pulls out a knife and starts stabbing you? You know what I mean?
If you go to punch her, she's gonna do the same shit.
Not necessarily. If you punch her, you get some space between you and her.
Not if she's fighting you. No, either. What are you saying? If you're bear hugging her, you're stopping her from doing anything. If you grab her, you're stopping her
Not
from being able to grab a
necessarily.
knife. If she has a knife and you bear hug her, that's your fault for not seeing a knife. Like if
No,
she's
I'm talking
attacking
about
you,
if she reaches in her pocket while you're bear hugging her, she can whip out a knife.
not while you're bear hugging her. The point of a bear hug is to grab her arms.
So like the best case scenario would be like to get as much distance between you and her as possible. Because like I might not be able to like fuck her. I mean like I might not be able
not
to.
fuck her. Definitely don't fuck
Like
her.
I might get my ass jumped, but because I'm bigger, I can get some space between me and her. You know, I can at least outrun her probably.
I ain't grabbing her. Her ass is going to the ground. Well, yeah. Like when I say bear hug,
Exactly.
it means stop her. Like so, yeah. Get her on the ground.
You're talking
hold her
about
arms
in
back,
a very
either- however.
specific situation, and
No,
we're
I'm not. I'm talking about
about
lots of situations.
We're talking about like if somebody just straight up attacks you, like it's on. You know what I mean? Like I'm fighting to fight. I fight to come out on top. You know, not just to stop you, but to like fucking end
Yeah, if
the
it's
fight.
a guy, sure, but not if if some girl, especially Tara, if a Tara-sized person is attacking me,
Yeah.
and it's obvious that they don't have any weapons, and even if they have something like a knife, if they have a knife, I'm just running because I'm faster. Like, but I'm not running from someone who's just gonna like sit there and like like try and fucking like beat me. Like
I'm not
just
talking
I'm
about
just
like
grabbing
slapping
them.
you around. I'm talking about like full force hitting you with everything they got.
yeah. Even then, like little people like that.
No.
If there's someone that small, I'm
No.
not
You
hitting
just-
them back.
You've never been attacked by
Yes,
me.
I
That's
have.
what
I've
it
been
is.
viciously attacked by people. That's why I'm talking about this. I've grabbed. I can't say all this. I've grabbed people and stopped them from attacking me violently. It's
Mm.
like I look.
Was it
I'm
a
not
guy
gonna,
or a girl?
It was a girl. I'm not. That's why I say it's just too easy. I'm not hitting a woman. That's not happening.
I'm not saying just fucking
I
like deck a
know.
woman
I'm
for
not
no
gonna-
reason.
I know,
I'm
but
talking
this-
about like in a like
this person was trying to
in like
fucking
a-
destroy me.
a-
She was trying
like
to scratch
a fuck
me.
somebody up or be fucked up scenario. You know what I mean?
I'll use my Diamatti. Jesus Christ, Chandler.
Like
gun.
honestly,
That's a
2%.
gun.
Thank you, 2%.
Charlie needs his ass beat again. Clearly.
Yeah, you just like I feel like you're not getting it.
I'm totally getting it.
No,
I'm
you're
just.
not.
Bro, you're just fucking
Bruh.
you're crazy. I could not justifiably hit a woman who's just trying to fight me. Like I could beat up too many women easily for me to feel like it's okay for that to get to the point to beat a woman, like to hit her is too I can't do it. It's too easy to just put them down, like
I mean,
stop them.
Look, I'm not.
It's too easy to get away or stop them from hurting me to ever think about hitting. If they have a weapon, move your phone. What are you doing?
You
Your phone.
charge your gun and run.
Move your phone. Your phone is
My
too close
phone's-
still.
It's like
I'm
nowhere
hearing
near
the-
the stuff.
I'm hearing the thing though. Like, what are you saying? My phone's
Where's
way
your
over here.
phone
It's way
at?
over there.
I don't know. I'm not.
It's on the
I'm
table
not
next to the
moving my
wires.
phone because I don't have
That
anywhere
one
else
picks
to
it up
put
too. Put it in your
No,
lap.
dude,
Hold
it's
it.
off. It's off.
It doesn't matter if it's off.
I
It's
don't wanna
connected
put
to
it
the
in my
system.
lap. I'll just put it over here.
You don't want to hold your phone.
No, I've held it all day. I don't.
You don't have a pocket in your blazer?
No.
Really?
I mean, I do, but I don't want to put it in there.
I'm
I want
astounded.
some space for me and my phone.
Creighton woke up and chose violence. Well, Creighton always goes to like the crazy shit though.
Well,
When it
like,
comes to these
look.
arguments, he's always like, "Yeah, beat the fuck out of her." We've had this fight before. This argument before. Did you not watch the
Yeah,
Irishman?
thank you.
You charge a
2%.
gun and run from a knife. Exactly.
Like, look, I'm not saying fucking like just like beat the shit out of her like to a point where like you're drawing blood and stuff. I'm saying obviously stop her, but don't like. In order to stop her, don't choose and pick what moves you use. Use everything you got to stop her. If it's a survival situation, yeah,
Everything you've got,
everything you've got to make end the fight as fast as possible.
dude. Move your phone. Your phone's
It's
right
n-
next to the wires.
No,
That's where
it's
your thing is.
not.
Yes, it is. Look at the wires. I see the wires next to it.
That's not even hooked to anything. This is not. Look at that. That's not hooked to anything.
Which wire is this? Where's your phone at?
It's in the briefcase now, but look, it wasn't hooked to anything, Charlie. There's no way that was messing up with me. Oh my God, we'll move the mixer.
That's where the mixer goes. It's been there this whole time. You always move your phone, and tonight you're complaining.
I'm just
Creighton,
mad
put your
'cause
fucking
you're
phone in your
I'm
pocket.
just
That's what I'm
mad
saying. Like,
because
what are you
you're-
doing?
Because you're not like, it's frustrating talking to you. sometimes.
Because I don't want to hit a woman. Because I
No,
think it's
I'm
weird
not-
that you
I'm
want to
not
hit a woman.
saying that I want to hit a woman.
That
I'm
it's
saying,
weird that you would hit a woman before doing a lot of other things to stop her.
I'm saying no. That's not what I'm saying. If you're in a survival situation where it's you or the other person, I'm saying
Yes,
fight, like,
obviously.
fuck,
If
know
it's
what-
you or the other person, but you're saying that
but you don't
I'm
know
too
what,
easy.
what kind of situation you're going to be into if somebody just
So
starts
yeah, so
beating
that
your
what
ass
that
on the
means.
street.
Yes, but what that means is to you, anything that becomes that situation
It
as soon
can
as you
be.
don't know anything.
You don't know. You don't know. It's not like they're coming up to you telling you like, "Hey, I'm not going to fight you much. I'm
Yes,
just going to
I
fight you a
understand.
little bit."
I understand, but you know what that
I
means,
mean?
right? You know what that means, what you're saying? What that means is to you, any woman that comes up to you and starts hitting you could have a fucking bazooka in their back
You
pocket.
could be, but you don't know. All
Of
I'm
course you
saying
don't
is
know.
react properly. Now, if she's just slapping me around, I'm not going to do all that shit. But if she's like laying into me with everything you got, you best bet I'm going to hit it back with
Well, if
everything
she's-
I got.
If she's laying into you with everything she has, she doesn't have a knife or a gun because that's what she's going to use first. If she's slapping at you, if she's coming at you and hitting you, she doesn't have a knife or gun because she would just use that right away.
Yeah.
So don't fucking just start beating the fuck out of somebody or putting
I mean,
them down.
all I'm saying is, I'm saying react to what you're being given. You know what I mean? If somebody comes up to me and starts hitting me, I'm going to hit them back because that shit's annoying.
Okay, Creighton's hands are equal opportunity
Exactly.
employers.
I don't see what the problem is,
Okay.
you know, with that.
If some woman comes up and slaps me, she ain't gonna do it a second time. Yeah, me either. I'm not gonna let her hit me again.
Didn't
I'm
Tara
just
hit
gonna
you?
stop her from hitting. No, she hit me once.
Imagine
me
if
one
she'd done
time.
it twice.
If she had done it twice, it was over. If she did it twice, she's on the ground. I'm holding her down. That's what happened. This other chick, I grabbed her.
Do I know what happened with that story?
No, you have no
Oh,
idea about
damn.
this story. What happened was, she walked up. She hit me really hard in the shoulder. I grabbed her. I turned her around. I grabbed her by her shoulders, spun her, held her arms behind her back. Because it's just that easy
Did she
for
hit
some people.
you and like walk away?
No, she like hit me and came back for another hit. She went for the hit with her left arm. She went to punch. I grabbed her hand. I grabbed her other hand before she could do anything with it. I spun her. Well, I did that and I pulled her hands up to her shoulders.
Yeah.
And then I pulled like this and held her back against my front, grabbed her shoulders, and then I just held her hands with one hand and pushed her down on the ground. And I held her there until her friend came over and stopped her because she was drunk. Is what happened.
See, the way you're describing it sounds like that's not really like somebody beating on you though.
She was trying to. She was arguing with me. She was just yelling at me.
I
I say
mean, but that's
arguing. I
not
said
like-
something and she just attacked and she
that's-
ran over.
that's
She
not
sprinted
like-
at me and started like hitting, and I knew it was coming, so I stopped it.
But that's not like getting attacked on the street.
It's literally was
No,
getting
it's
attacked on the
not.
street. She
No,
came
it's
at
not.
me
You
running
guys were
and
in
wanted
an
to.
argument. It's not like.
It wasn't an argument. I say it was an argument. I
But-
said no. She came at me and attacked.
But you
That's
see
all it
what
was.
I mean, that's not like. That's not the same though.
I ain't about to spend
This
that
is
much effort.
clearly-
That's what I did. I didn't
Exactly.
spend a lot of
And
effort.
this
She
is-
tried to hit me. She hit me
this is
once.
clearly
It hurt.
somebody
I was
you
like,
already
okay, you're about
know,
to try and
though.
hit me. I didn't know her.
It was somebody you were comfortable being around while they were drunk.
I wasn't. I was on the street. I was walking by. She asked me if I had a lighter. I said no, and she fucking attacked me.
Look,
So I
see,
put her on the
I
ground.
need to
Her
know more
friend came over.
details. Then
No,
about-
I can't.
I know you can't, but it's like I can't provide a good argument to this if you don't if I don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's all that happened. I didn't know the person.
Yeah.
She asked for a lighter. She was really drunk. I said no, I don't have one.
But see, that's also dealing with somebody who's like drunk, though. You know what I mean? Drunk
Sure.
people are easy to just take down. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody who's like trying to rob you, like trying to beat the shit out of you. You know what I mean?
I mean, no. Okay, when you say out on the street, you mean someone's trying to
I mean,
rob you?
it could be any scenario except for like that one because that's somebody that's already like intoxicated
Except
and not
that
even
one.
using their full abilities. You know what I mean?
She was using her full abilities that she was capable of using at the moment.
But
for
see
sure.
what I mean? That's somebody who's already under the influence of something that's already like drunk as shit. She's not like on her A game. I'm talking about somebody like that's like fully aware of what they're doing and like is using their full like everything that they have. You know?
So like if like a 15-year-old girl,
You took out a
If a
drunk
15-year-old
woman,
girl-
and you're like, I got attacked.
I didn't
mean,
take out anybody. I put
you
her on the
took
ground.
down a drunk woman, and you're like, I got attacked. I mean, technically, you're
She
not
hit me.
wrong.
She
but
did
I
hit
mean,
me.
it's
She
not
gotta hit him.
exactly what me and 2% are talking about either.
Yeah, but the range from what you're talking about is so ridiculous, is what I'm saying. Yes, if a woman walks up to me with a fucking billy club and wants to beat
But
me
it
up,
wouldn't even have to be
it's
with
gonna
the-
take
with
everything for me
the-
to do to stop her.
It's
But if a woman is like fully coherent and just coming at me, if she's an 18-year-old chick who weighs 100 pounds, I don't care how strong she is. She's not doing anything to me. She's not gonna be able to get me. If I want, I'm getting her on the ground. Like, unless she's a jiu-jitsu champion of the fucking planet, which, let's run the numbers real quick, that's not happening. That person is going to be a smart, not crazy person. Someone who's that strong and that talented isn't going to be coming at you to fuck you up for no reason. The type of women that are going to try and fight you on the street are either going to have a knife or a gun, and they're going to use it right away, and you're going to have no chance. Or, if they're trying to hit you, you're going to put them down. You're huge. Both of us are huge. I'm coming at you, Charlie. 18, 6'5", 255, trained slightly in hand-to-hand and knife. Okay, extensively with handguns. What you doing? I mean, I run or I shoot you if I have it. This isn't the argument, Chandler. You're a fucking guy. What are you saying? That's a person. You're a big person.
Big old
We're
person.
talking. Creighton's saying that it's okay to like just beat up a woman.
That's not what I'm saying.
Hit a woman. Use everything to your ability to stop a woman if she's attacking you. And he's acting like every woman is suited up and ready to go with a gun and
I'm
a
not
knife.
saying like that though. You're blowing the argument out.
No, what I've been saying this whole time is a woman that comes up to you and starts hitting you.
I'm saying
almost
if you're
every
being
woman that
attacked,
is doing that.
regardless of who it is, man or woman too, like you should give it your
Yes,
all.
obviously a man, not a woman. You don't give it your all with a woman.
Why not?
Because you're gonna fucking hurt her bad.
Okay,
Really
that
bad.
stops her. She shouldn't come into the fight then.
I don't know.
You
man.
know what I
But
mean?
We're just
Like,
different on this. I
You just I mean,
some
I-
women
I
are just.
agree
Some people have
2%.
mental illness. Some people are just dumb and don't understand what they're doing. And some people are under the influence of something and it's not their fault. Some people have it rough and you don't understand the situation and you're just walking into a bad timing. A lot of bad shit happens to people who do dumb things, but they don't deserve it. And I've seen it happen with this lady. She sobered up. I stuck around. I made sure she was okay because she got scruffed up on her face. She got scratched by the sidewalk. She ended up being really nice. She was having a terrible day. She thought I was giving her attitude. I just said, no, I don't have a lighter. It's just a rough situation sometimes, bro. Sometimes people are having a bad day.
I mean, I get that. At the same time, you gotta fuck around and find out.
Always okay
you
to do
know?
that? What you mean? Chandler, listen, Chandler, you're 18. Okay? You're ready to go. You're just ready to kill people. You're 18. Every 18 and 19-year-old boy is like
Exactly
is ready to
2%.
fucking
Thank you,
destroy
2%.
everyone. Charlie is wrong here, to be honest. If someone attacks you, they get what they came for.
Exactly.
They get what they
Thank you.
came for? Question mark. How big are you, Charlie? You look like you're 5'2". I'm 6 foot. Creighton's 6'3". Best thing to do is control the situation, aka handcuffs or pin to the exactly. That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, I agree with that.
Stop
but
the
I'm just saying,
that, to
like,
me, honestly,
I'm
that's
talking
man or
about
woman. I
there's-
try not to fight anybody.
There's a way to get them to there's ways to get them to the ground without having to do that, but like not everybody knows how to do that. I don't know how to do that. That's why my first reaction is to punch the fuck out of them.
Punching opens you up even more.
Okay, either way, it's getting me
The
further
easier
away
thing
from
is
the
getting them
situation.
down. No, it's not. It's
Well,
not always
that's
getting you
what I'm
further
telling
away.
you though. I don't know how to get them down. Not everybody fucking knows how to get somebody pinned down,
I
Charlie.
don't know how. You say know how like it's just gut instinct. You just put them on the ground. You're a big person. You will be able to put any woman on the ground who is even remotely close to you
Or
in
I
size
could put
or
her on the
smaller.
ground with the deck to the face. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Either way,
that's
it's
a way.
ending up on the ground.
I don't know. That's just not a way I could go. I couldn't do it.
Look, I'm not. Well, all I'm saying is, I feel like if you get attacked,
Really so extra? I'm
honestly,
extra?
right? Thank you.
For me wanting to not hit a woman, I'm the extra one for like deciding it's easy for me to put down most women without hurting them. It's easy to do it. It's super easy. And this
But
wasn't
it
this
does
wasn't like
not.
a
You
this
still
wasn't
hurt
like a
that
little
woman
tiny.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I hurt her. I wasn't trying to hurt her.
But you still hurt her though.
Yes, and that was me doing the
I mean,
easy
you're
thing.
acting like women are just these dainty little things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of them are. She was. What are you saying? What that last thing you said? What do you mean by that? What are you trying to say?
Oh, you're talking.
I still
about
hurt her.
No,
You're
I
talking
just
about
mean,
punching
like,
her in the face.
I'm just saying, like somebody's gonna get hurt regardless.
Punching
if that
someone. I don't think you
situation-
understand punching in the face. Like how real of a situation punching someone in the head is. Like punching someone in the head, especially you punching almost any woman in America statistically. Like just pick the normal, the average woman. If you punch the normal average woman in the face, you're giving her a brain injury. You're huge, Creighton. You're a giant person.
I mean,
You're 6'3",
yeah, but
6'4",
you're also
250
talking about somebody
pounds.
who's coming and attacking me, though.
Yes, but a lot of
I
people,
feel like
you don't
once you step out of line like that, where you're coming to attack somebody, like all bets are off. Everything's on the table.
Creighton, you should just punch them. Me? Charlie says you should do everything but hit them. I'm not saying you should do everything but hit them. I'm saying if you can do something without hitting a woman, you should do it. What's the convo about? I don't think you should have to hit a woman to stop her from attacking you. If you attack someone, stand your ground.
And I agree with that.
Yeah, if I'm
to
going
a
to
certain
attack, if there's a
extent.
reason for me to attack somebody, like,
I agree to that.
it's a
too.
ridiculous situation because I'm not trying to fight people. I don't want to fight anyone.
I agree with that to a certain extent, though. I'm
Yes,
just
exactly.
Saying,
Coming at you and attacking are very different.
I'm saying somebody's attacking you. All bets are off. You should use whatever you have to stop that attack.
I think the problem here is definitions. I feel like the problem here is like what I see as like coming at someone or attacking someone is a little different. Like you're seeing it in your head as like the worst crazy thing ever, and to me, I'm just seeing it as like a terrorist situation where someone comes or this chick on the street
I'm
coming
saying
up and
you
hitting
should be
me.
prepared for whatever situation, because the world's crazy. You don't know what's gonna happen.
You say you should be prepared, but you're not even kind of prepared. You're saying in that situation, just act like everyone has a knife or a gun.
Yeah, why not? You know what I mean? Because like, think about it like this. Say if I was
Don't act like a man, then you won't get treated like one, especially if you're a stranger. Wait, what?
I don't get that
act
part.
like I don't get. Don't act like a man. Then you won't get treated like one.
Especially if they're a stranger. I guess he's talking about the women. I don't know.
Like if
Let me run a scenario by you. Say I'm at work, right?
yeah.
And like out of nowhere, this say a customer or would-be customer just starts like attacking me, trying to rob the place, and they're like punching me and shit.
Do they have a
I'm-
gun or a weapon?
I don't know.
If they're
I
attacking
don't know.
you,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know in that scenario. They could have a gun. They could have not have a gun. I'm doing everything in that situation to save my life, and that means fucking uppercutting somebody if I have to. You know?
fucking uppercutting. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I thought you said fucking up or uppercutting someone. I was
Yeah,
like, what?
No, you
Or I thought you said fucking up or cutting
no,
somebody.
fucking
That's
uppercutting.
how it sounded like you said
somebody, yeah.
cutting somebody. I was
You
like,
get,
whoa, what?
You get what I'm saying, though? Because it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. They might have a gun. They might not. They might fucking just be crazy and on drugs or whatever.
Nah, in that situation, you're in a store. There's people you know there. You contain the situation so people can come help you.
I mean, there's
a
a
lot of
way to
people there.
contain that, but if somebody's on top of you, beating you
Well,
down.
yeah, if they're on top of you, then it's a whole nother situation.
But, I
Graham. We're
mean,
talking
like,
about people who don't
you
stand a
see-
chance.
You've been in that store. You know the tight spaces that you can be in. Somebody can get on top of you easily and like pin you between the register and themselves.
Yes, but we're talking about a person, like a guy, like a man
I'm
coming up
talking
and
about a
fucking.
woman could do that. A guy or a
No
woman.
woman can get you and pin you up against anything in Food Line. No woman that's
I
going
mean,
to come
you
to.
say that.
If someone your size, if it's a woman your size, yeah. But no woman who's fucking. I'm talking about the national average, like a normal, like a girl coming up and beating you up. Like no woman's able to do that to
I
you.
mean, but
You're
you're
too
being
big. I
very
don't think
specific
you know how to
about
throw
it.
your weight around the way you should be able to. You're huge, Creighton. I couldn't do anything to you other than like if we got in a fight. As long as like you're slow, like you're not a fast person. My only real like win, the only reason I'm always going to beat you up in a situation is because I'm faster and can just tire you out and get you. I'm just going to get you on the ground. That's just as easy as it is. Like you're big, but you're never going to land a punch. You don't know how to punch. Any punch you throw is going to be like a fucking sideways, like a hammer throw. You're not going to hit the right shit. Like
Thank you, Super. Yeah.
I'll slap the fuck out of some woman attacking me. I mean, yeah, slap, but you're talking about a different Creighton would kick Charlie's ass. You think? Have you ever been in a like real fight other than with your brother?
Yeah.
Who have you fought? You said no 2 months ago when we had this
I got in a
conversation.
lot of fights in middle school.
You got in a lot of fights in middle school?
Yeah.
A lot?
Yes.
What's a lot? 3?
No.
What? Did you get in
Dude,
trouble in
no,
middle
shit.
school a bunch?
I did get in trouble in middle school a bunch.
I was
though.
about to
I
say.
got in fights like all the
How
time.
many did you
though.
get in? Can
Like
we get this on the podcast? Charlie versus... No, we're not. fighting
Seventh
on
grade
the
was a rough year.
Well, yeah, you did go through a bunch of shit. Nah, if me and Creighton fought, it would end our friendship.
No.
In
It
that
wouldn't end our
situation, if someone
friendship.
is on top of you, you've done a poor... Yeah, exactly. As a ready defender. You see people come in the store, and if they look like a threat, You should have to jump on them, not the other way around. Exactly.
I mean, that's the
Look,
point
the only
too,
reason,
but
the only
you-
way that's going to happen anyway is if someone has a vendetta against you. Anyone who's going to come in to rob the store isn't just going to pick out an employee and start beating them up, hoping that everyone's going to be like, get it on the ground. Like these are all weird non-situations.
I mean, that's fair, but I'm trying to make the point of like, if I'm in that situation where it's me or them, like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of them till I can get them to stop.
yeah, but that
you know
situation's
what I mean?
on the street at night. Against,
I'm not saying
like,
I'm
not
gonna
a
keep
woman.
going and like beat the fuck out of a woman. I'm just saying like I'm gonna make it stop one way or another.
Yeah.
And it's not just gonna be like grabbing and pinning you to the ground. It's gonna be like putting you down.
I feel like this is all just you're blanket statementing too many things. Like, especially if it's, you keep using Food Lion as an example. Like,
I'm
at
not
Food Lion,
just
nothing's
using
ever going to
Food
happen.
Lion.
No real fight's going to happen
I'm
at
not
Food Lion.
just
It's going to be a
saying.
slap
I mean, you
box.
say that. I've seen some pretty serious shit happen.
Show me one real fight at Food Lion in the store.
We've had people fight in the parking lot all the time.
Okay, the parking lot's a lot different. It's a big open area, and there's not people walking around buying shit. It's not the same thing. There isn't a bunch of money around them. Like, out in the parking lot, there's a fucking hard ground that if you fall and hit your head, it's over. I mean, it can be over for most people. Most people are brittle and weak things. People aren't walking around buff. People aren't walking around going to the gym all the time. Some people are. But in this town, not a lot of them are. There's like 1,000 people in Lancaster that go to Anytime Fitness. Not even. It's actually only 900 people go to Anytime Fitness, like have accounts there. That's all. And that's just Anytime Fitness. Say there's 4 more gyms in Lancaster County. Like, with that capacity, you're talking between 4 and like 6,000 people in Lancaster are going to the gym and are active and strong. You know what I mean? That's not a ton of people.
Well, Food Lion doesn't make a good target to rob anyway. But
I know, but
I'm listening to what you're saying. Sorry, I was talking to Chandler.
yeah, exactly. Like, people aren't like people.
No, I'm not. Look,
I
I'm
understand
not
what you're
trying
saying. I
to be
understand what
like
you're saying.
this
I'm
just
saying-
Food Lion. I'm just saying that
In the
as
event
an
of a
example
fight,
for me.
Yes, in the event of a fight, you have to be able to weigh out what's happening in the moment, and it's not that hard. If you're by yourself at
I
night
agree
walking
with
around.
I agree with that.
Also, what I meant to say is, if a woman acts like a man, she shouldn't be surprised if the man she's attacking treats her as an equal. I mean, just again, it always depends on the situation. There's a lot of women, like, in a couple who, like, if you're having like if some guy cheats on his girlfriend and then tells her, and she starts attacking him, like really attacking, like hitting hard, that guy has no reason to start beating the shit out of her.
Yeah, I agree with
That's
that.
a different. You're talking about. You're saying too many blanket statement situations. Like, if you're at a crowded place and someone starts fighting you, I promise you, no one's just gonna stand there and watch. Like, you get your ass beat.
You say that.
If it's 2 women, yes, people will sit there and watch most of the time. But like, here in this town, no one's just gonna stand by and watch. People are gonna stop that fight. All the fights I've seen have been stopped, except at school. School, everyone just wants to see a fight at school. Average man versus average woman, man wins. That's not sexist. That's just yeah, exactly. The fight is just so much different. Yes, it's ridiculous how like, you have to be able to judge a situation. Look, if you're walking around alone at night, you should already be ready to fight, because there's just the only instance it's going to happen is a fight's going to happen, or you're going to get to where you're going. Like, these are the pros and cons of walking around outside at night. Like, there are situations throughout your day. If you're just walking around and you're hanging out with people, you shouldn't be ready to beat the fuck out of somebody, because it's not supposed to happen. And if something like that's about to happen, you've got people around. You've got there's situational awareness to all of this.
Did you ever worry about that whenever you were out playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, it was the number one thing on my mind. When that car pulled up, I was like, I had a knife in my back pocket and I was holding it. I was like ready to just fucking throw and then run. Like, I was fucking, bro, I was so scared. And then they were just nerds. And I was like, oh, cool. Like, I was like, fucking, let's go. This is epic, motherfucking epic. Like, there's just a bunch of fucking Pokemon Go guys out at 3 a.m. with me. I'm built differently, though. What do you mean, GP? What are you talking about? Brass knuckles, always ready. Exactly. I had brass knuckles in my pocket on the way to the gym all the time. Like, every time I went to the gym, like at the house that burned down before, like whenever I would walk to the gym, I had brass knuckles in my pocket and I had a knife in my pocket. I had in different pockets. I was ready to go on either side of my fucking body. I was like, actually I had 2 knives because I had one in my jacket as well. I had one in my pocket, brass knuckle in my other pocket, and knife in my jacket. I was always ready. In a town, yes. In the city, everyone will watch your ass get beat, I guess, get beat down. I've experienced it and seen it, not the best feeling. Also at night, yep, be it the least. be at least hyper vigilant. Exactly. I see Charlie's way and what he's saying, but I also agree with Creighton. If there's a small situation, Charlie's way works. If it's a larger person coming, yeah, no. Look, if a guy comes at you and fighting, that guy made a terrible decision. You destroy a guy. If it's a guy, sorry, you don't know how strong that guy really is. You don't know what he's coming at you and doing. You're beating him up.
Like
when I'm
Clinton's
saying,
like surprisingly strong in his
Yes.
fingers.
yes, but his arms
His
literally.
arms are noodles.
His arms are not just noodles. Like, I think, for real, I love you, Quentin. I really do. You're one of my favorite people. If I grabbed his arm, his forearm, like right here, I think I could break it over my knee. He's got very weak. He doesn't eat anything. He doesn't eat real food. He eats fucking microwave pizzas and fast food, and that's like almost all he eats. He doesn't eat anything.
Bro,
He drinks soda. He like exclusively drinks soda instead of water. Like, he doesn't drink anything. He doesn't do anything healthy.
I had real food today. It was amazing.
I love real food. I
Like-
had some real food. I got some brisket. Like, I've been eating fucking.
The only like fake thing on that plate was probably like the fries. You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, GP, exactly. Out in public,
What?
like, look, if you're alone out in public, that's different. People might watch, like, but I'm saying, like, if you're out, if Creighton's at work, he's got a lot of people that know him,
I feel like
that it's their
they
job
wouldn't
to
do
stop that
anything.
situation. You don't think anyone
Nobody
at work?
did anything when that guy was snatching those cigarettes from me.
Well, he ran out, didn't he? Didn't he run
Yeah,
out
but
of the
imagine
store?
if
well,
he
you're
got
not
on top-
fighting, though. You're not
Imagine
fighting.
if he got on top of
If he got
you.
on fighting, top
But
of you,
you see
people
what-
would definitely stop it.
Nobody intervened though with that. The only person who did anything
No way
was
y'all are
Jack.
still alive. Definitely.
The only one who did anything was Jack, and the person who was supposed to intervene didn't.
Who's the person that's supposed to intervene?
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but again, that wasn't a fight. That was like him trying to steal and he ran away. Like,
he didn't know that. Nobody
I
knew
understand.
that.
No one knows that.
Nobody-
but again, it
all
doesn't look like
everybody
that
saw-
either. It doesn't look
All
like that
everybody
either.
saw was a struggle happening.
Yeah.
They didn't know if it was going to turn into a fight or what was going to happen.
Yeah, well, a guy like that.
But my
who's
point
stealing
is, nobody
cigarettes-
got in between. Nobody intervened.
Yeah, well, it happened really fast, didn't it?
Not really.
How long? What is really fast? to
I
you?
mean, it was probably about like 5 minutes of that.
5 minutes of you sitting there holding that thing back
Yeah.
and forth. You're telling me for 5 minutes. You know how long a minute is? You're
I
saying
mean,
for
it was-
5 minutes.
It was a while. I mean, at least I would say like 3 minutes, maybe.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a ton of time, Creighton.
I mean,
You're
I'm
saying for
telling you
3
what
minutes.
happened. Yeah. Because I went back and pulled it up on the camera and saw it happen.
I know you saw. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm
No,
saying,
but I mean, like, I saw the timestamp on the camera.
is it somewhere still? Is that timestamp? I have to see 3 minutes of this.
It's
There's
probably
no way.
not now. They
There's
probably
no way.
dumped it because they, like, recycle the footage every, like, so often.
Creighton, 3 minutes is an eternity.
It was a long time. I'm telling
What did
you
Jack
what
do?
I
You're
saw.
telling me for 3 minutes you held a fucking pack of cigarettes.
I didn't. He grabbed my hand, remember? He tried to grab the
I
cigarettes
understand
out of
that.
my hand.
Yes.
So it wasn't like even me trying to get this, like, grab the
I'm
cigarettes.
baffled. Explain this whole situation again from the beginning to me. What happened? Explain what happened
So
and how it could
I
have
think
lasted
I've
3
told
minutes.
this story on the
You
podcast
have.
before. But basically, this guy stole, like, a bunch of goodie powder and bought cigarettes and left the cigarettes. And he come back for the cigarettes after, like, me and my manager figured out what happened, and we're trying to go through the camera to make sure the customer is the one who told us about it. So we're trying to go through the camera and figure out when and where he stole what he stole. So I asked him to step over to the service desk for a second, just to, like, you know, like, kind of be like, hey, like, you know, we saw you do this, but we're going to try to, like, you know, be like, hey, if you, like, give them back, we won't say anything, you know, if you want to buy some, we won't, you know, we very rarely want to, like, make a big situation out of
Yeah,
stuff,
obviously.
you know. And I just asked him to step over to
It's
the service
easier for
desk.
everybody if he just gives it back.
And I turned to go walk to the service desk, and he was like, give me back my damn cigarettes, and, like,
Grabbed your
grabbed
hand.
my hand,
So from
tried
that,
to grab
that's
the
when this
cigarettes.
begins in my head.
Yes.
So he grabs your hand.
Yes.
Trying to grab the
like,
cigarettes,
we're
and you're
sitting
saying
there
for 3
struggling.
minutes. For
It's-
3 minutes?
It's about 3 minutes.
What did you
yeah.
do? Did you just sit there quietly struggling?
No, I was sitting there grabbing my communicator, calling for my manager at the time.
Fuck the
and-
communicator. You just start screaming, this guy's trying to steal, and he's holding me. That's when you... I'm just saying, like, for hindsight.
I mean, I said it over the communicator, but I was trying not to, like, because we were busy. We had customers in there.
I
and-
understand,
and
but if you
cashiers.
quietly do that, no one's going to hear that in their head and think, oh, some big deal's happening. Like, that's
I
a big
mean,
deal.
he was right there in the office with the camera. He saw it going on.
I know
You see
that.
what I'm saying, though?
No, I get that, but again,
like, it's
I'm
not
saying
like he was
there's
somewhere
a lot
across
to look
the
at.
store.
There's a lot to look at and a lot of things happening in a store that's active. And if you're not making it super known, like saying it in the communicator is one thing, but Like,
But he knew he was back. I told him when he came back. I was
you
like,
talking about
"Look,
Jack
he's-"
or the guy?
I'm talking about the manager.
Yeah.
The manager knew he was back in.
Careful.
I'm
about
not saying
I know.
the
I
name.
know.
I'm just saying
it
the
doesn't matter the
manager.
name though. Like, just you're starting to narrow it down.
I already said the manager anyway.
Okay.
I've already narrowed it down.
Okay.
People know.
I know they have now. I'm just saying, gotta be careful.
But the manager was right there and knew it was like going on. Not gonna lie, this is pretty boring. What?
you gotta
know.
make the situation known exactly. But again, regardless of that,
Either way, he knew what was going on and didn't intervene like he was supposed to.
well, didn't you almost get in trouble for just
I did, just for like walking out the store to see what
or just
his plate
following him
number
at all?
was.
Even
Yeah.
like, I mean, I guess. I mean, what happens if you fight a person in the store that's trying to beat you up? Do you get in trouble? I mean, I feel like that's
I
what
mean,
happens.
Yeah, that's why I didn't fuck this guy up. You know what I mean? Because if I had laid a hand on him, I would have probably like gotten fired, even though it was self-defense.
Yeah. I mean, but then you could just argue that it was self-defense and you probably would win that
No,
because they have
I would have
security.
gotten fired over it. Because
Well, you would have gotten fired, but they'd probably have to do
speaking,
something.
he
Like
bought the
if you sued
cigarettes.
them,
So it would be like me trying to keep the cigarettes from him, and it's his property.
I thought he didn't buy the cigarettes.
He bought the cigarettes. He stole the goodie powder.
Oh, okay,
He came
I
back
gotcha,
for the
I gotcha,
cigarettes
gotcha.
he bought. But yeah, I mean, like that's the only thing that like kept me from like just fucking punching him.
For tall people, all you really have to do is lift from the bottom and slam them if you know how to fight. It's not even about lifting and slamming. I mean, if you're tall and big enough, like Creighton is, or like I am, like I'm not huge. I'm not like fucking. I don't have a ton of weight, but I'm 165, 170, 6 foot tall. Most women, even a lot of guys, like all it takes is getting them on the ground right. Like if you know how to even
Exactly.
kind of submit somebody.
Exactly.
Wait, so your management left you out to dry? Free hands
Yeah.
for management, to be honest. Yeah, no, 100%.
Exactly.
We've had this. We're not going to get too far into that again because that guy, like, fucked that guy a little bit, at least in my eyes. Street fights are quite lengthy, though. I've seen too many. They drag out, kind of annoying. Yeah. Especially, like, two women fighting. Two women will just sit there
And
and pull
see,
hair and slap.
I
and
was gonna
scratch.
let him go, but see, when he went to grab the cigarettes, he grabbed my hand. So the whole time I was sitting there struggling
I know
to get
someone
my
like that, too.
hand out of his grip. You know?
Creighton is right about being fired. Supposed to just let them steal shit, to be honest. Sucks. But that's how it is.
Well,
Just fucking can't. Charlie being 6 foot, 170 is shocking to me. Looks like my small ass roommate. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a camera, bro. You'll see in person. And I'm out of shape. Like usually, I look a lot better and I'm a lot stronger looking because, I mean, I've been out of the gym for a while because of COVID. When I was in the gym, I was a solid 170, 175, like strong, like 3% body fat, like fucking, like I was kind of jacked for a while. Like I was in really good shape for a minute. Okay, I got gifted a sub. Today's been a good day. I'm gonna catch some sleep. Adios, for real this time. Later,
See you
Hamid.
later, Hamid.
Creighton looks much bigger than you. He is much bigger than me.
Yeah.
He's got 70 pounds on me and 3 or 4 inches. Are you 6'3" or 6'4"?
6'3" or 6'2", somewhere in there.
I feel like you're 6'3" or 6'4".
6'4".
I'm 6 foot, and you're like
So
taller
he grabbed
than
your
me.
hand and didn't drop the guy. Legit self-defense puts your hands on your. I mean, yeah, but like
Yeah,
at
it
the
doesn't
same
matter that he
time-
bought anything. It doesn't matter that he's supposed to just wait for you to hand him his stuff. You work there. You don't know technically for sure what happened
Yeah.
in your eyes. Like talking about like from the court's perspective, if you were to sue Food Line for you dropping that guy when he put hands on you first, you're winning that. You're winning if they fire you for that because he attacked you. He came into that store and attacked you.
But I still didn't want to like go through all that.
I
You
know.
what
I know
mean?
you're.
Like,
I know
I'm
you're
very
saying. I know
much-
you're saying. All
Yeah,
we're saying is
yeah.
that you would have been okay if they fired you. It's they're wrong for it, and you can
Mm.
sue them and either get your job or get a settlement. Which
Yeah.
honestly, at Food Line, I'd rather just get the settlement and then get a new job. Both y'all 5'8", right? I remember following Charlie on Twitter early on after following Nick, and was like, "Damn, all the mods fit." Yeah, low-key, bro. All of us were like mad, like we were killing it before COVID.
Mm.
Like if COVID hadn't happened, bro, because I was
You're on track to be like huge.
I was on track to be huge. I was in the middle of fucking bulking as well when COVID hit. Like I was on my way to like 180, 185.
It's
Like
just not meant to be for you, Charlie.
no, it'll happen. It's gonna happen. Wait till I get a place.
Imagine
Wait till
like
it's all
your
okay.
tiny head on like this bulk body.
Both of you are taller than me. Jesus, rare case for me. Yeah, you are tall for a girl.
Yeah.
Then met E-Train. Yeah, then you met E-Train. E-Train's looking good though. He's not like a slouch or nothing. Like he's he's a big boy, but he's not like a big boy. Like he's losing weight. He's getting strong. Like he's looking better. Like all Train has to do is get in the gym, like really get in there, and he could be a fucking tank too. Look at Blue, bro. Iowa's a fucking. He's not allowed at any family barbecues. He'll take all the women. He'll take your cousins. He'll take your aunts. He'll make people divorce. Burpees for the meanwhile. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's better, dude. He's a stud. Like he looks like he could be a fucking movie star.
Who?
My friend, Big Iowa, Blue Slate. Here, you know what? Let me fucking find this guy. Let me find him.
2% said, when is this podcast gonna end? I want to sleep.
Oh my god, dude! Do you want us to just fucking get off of here already? We'll leave. We
He's
get
like,
you
get
hate
the
us.
fuck out of here.
Oh wait, it's Iowa Anthony. Iowa Anthony. Let me see this. Let me see this guy real quick, bro. Look at this man. Hold on. Fucking media. Oh my god, is that's the greatest. Let's see. Let me see this man. Bro, show me a picture of you, Iowa. You suck. I guess this is a decent picture. This is him on the right. That's like such a blurry, shitty picture. I'm gonna find a good picture one day. We'll look at it later. But he looks nuts. Like and from where he was just a year and a half ago, like he was a big pudgy dude. And he is like he looks fucking good now. Like it's crazy.
Wonder what he's doing.
Just exercising. He goes to the gym. He lives in Iowa. Nothing's closed in Iowa. He's going to the gym. He works. Like the guy's in college. He's fucking doing shit. Like the man's just a fucking tank. Where are you guys from? Where are we from? I don't even know anymore.
We're
from South Carolina.
Yeah, we're
in
from South Carolina.
Oh
I'm
wow,
from
incest.
Georgetown.
That's where this podcast went.
You're
Wait,
from,
incest? When did we get to incest?
You're from Columbia, right? That's where you're.
Oh wow, incest. That's where this podcast went? What are you talking about?
Charlie.
When is the podcast gonna end? I want to sleep.
Oh no, were you born in Lancaster or Columbia?
I was born in Richland. I was born in Richland Hospital.
Where's
and
that
then
at?
It's in Richland, South Carolina.
Where's I mean, like where?
I
Like,
want to say it's on the left of Columbia, but I'm not super sure. I grew up in Columbia, like Columbia, South Carolina, and like Lexington, like kind of back and forth. And then when I went to 6th grade, I moved here. I moved here the summer before 6th grade. Like I graduated elementary school and then came to Lancaster, and I've been here ever since.
what a flip.
Terrible flip. I hate Lancaster, but like I love Lancaster. Like I say, like everyone says, like if I could change this, I'd like not have lived in this terrible place. But like I don't know. I like my life. I like my friends. I like my people. Like, and all that only happens if I move here. Like
People are
like
only
from Butterfly
wanting to-
Effect. That's how it happens.
People are wanting to like leave, but they never leave. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, all of our friends tried to do it way too early. That's their
Yeah.
problem. They tried like I might get to leave Lancaster. You might get to leave Lancaster. We might get to leave, like if this gets big, if I do okay and I want to continue doing this, like depending on all the things that happen, like staying and biding your time, making your money when you're young is so that you can do what you want when you're older. If you try and do everything when you're young and fail, you're going to be stuck forever. That's just a really hard truth for a lot of people.
Kind of what we were talking about with the guy the other day,
What thing?
the one that thinks he's hot shit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We know a guy who's like 16, 17. He's 16. He works somewhere in our town, and he thinks he's hot shit at the place he works because he's like on the baseball team at high school, and he's just gonna fucking kill life or something. He decided he didn't tell his boss that he wasn't gonna be on the schedule for work, and because of that, he told somebody else to go and like tell that person so he didn't have to. Like not confronting issues because you think you're cool and then acting all cool is the worst thing for a young person to do because you're never going to learn. I got lucky. And I deal cards for a fucking living. You don't get shit. You don't get to be funny in dealing cards. Like, they will fucking tear you apart. If you have an ego, they will tear you apart in every way. If you even you can be one of the guys and make jokes and and have all that fun, but you can never act like you're better. You can never, like...
And you shouldn't.
And you shouldn't anyway, but every kid is going to go through that phase. And luckily, I went through that phase when I was dealing cards because I've been doing it for 8 years. So when I'm fucking, 17, 18, 19, I'm doing all this shit and getting absolutely fucking battered to the ground by these older guys whose money I'm handling. It was a really good thing for me in that I learned how to, like, straighten up and not be a fucking idiot because I was around really, and a lot of the people I was around were, like, successful people. Like people at card games are either low-life gamblers or successful like business people in a town because there's not a lot of fun to go do. So like, poker is like a fun thing to go do. I'm saying the drama is just too good.
For
Me too. I say goodbye, but like I don't want to go. Wait, what did you mean when you said, "Oh wow, incest"? That's where this podcast went. What are you talking about? When this podcast came
maybe
out,
he's talking about when we were talking about Game of Thrones.
But I mean, he just said it. I don't get it.
I don't know. Did we say something about boning our brothers or sisters?
Did we? I don't know. Is it just so normal for us to say it now that we said that?
Basically,
Stay humble and in your lane.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. That is the message. See, in school they teach you so many useless fucking things. Look, keep your science.
To stay humble.
In school, they need to teach you how to read and write. They need to
us
teach you how to talk to people.
how to do finance.
How to do finance. They need to teach you things that everyone will do.
How to
Not
stay
everyone is going to go be a marine biologist. Not everyone is going to go be a climatologist. They don't need to batter in your head all of the things in science that they teach you. Some things, sure, have the class, but have it as an electoral class. Like, you don't need to go through 5 years of
History.
science. History, everyone needs to know. You need to know history. Science, look, I'm not saying don't learn science. Take an elective. Make one science an elective in high school necessary. Teach them science early on if you want. Teach them about the weather.
What is it Ron Swanson says? He says history began July 4th, 1776.
Yes.
Everything before that was a mistake.
Exactly. But no. That's a funny joke, but that's not what we're trying to say here. There are so many things in school they teach you that are needless for normal life. History is super needful. You need to know how history went so you don't repeat history. It's a good thing we know that the Holocaust happened, so we don't let that happen again, even though it's fucking happening again.
There's
With
people.
I have to be careful saying this word, with the Uyghurs, that's how you say them,
What's that?
in China, they're Muslims. I think they're Muslims. Am I right? They're putting them in concentration camps, and they're not letting them leave, and it's just happening. It's just happening, and no one's doing anything about it. Like everyone says, like everyone has their man, if I saw that happening, like be it about slaves or the Holocaust, like if I saw that happening, I'd do something. No one's fucking doing anything. No governments are stepping up. It's just happening. I don't know. If anything, okay. We're getting crazy. To wrap this one up, I don't think you should hit women. Creighton thinks you should just hit every woman you see. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Boycott China. Boycott Disney
No. Hold on. Relax. Okay. So I learned a lot of common sense from JROTC. Yes. Okay. JROTC will help a lot. I never took it, but I know people that took it. It's very good for that. But not like everyone liked the class because of uniforms. I wouldn't be able to handle the things I had now because of that class. Yeah. Uyghurs basically Chinese citizens that are Muslims, but the CCP is against religion, so no one is really surprised. Yeah. Charlie kind of sus?
Yeah.
Wait, how am I kind of sus?
Yeah, you are kind of sus.
What
I
for?
don't know.
He's sus. He wants to
Maybe
beat up
just,
women.
Maybe you just don't want us to hit women because you are a woman.
Yes. You guys figured it out. I've been a woman this whole time. Don't hit women. Please, don't hit any of us. Nah. Relax, guys. Basically, stay in your lane. Stay humble. Hashtag
As
cancel,
we always say.
hashtag canceled. Hashtag Disney Plus is canceled. Except I'm not gonna cancel my Disney Plus membership. Like in spirit, I'm
Only
there,
because
but
of
I
WandaVision.
yeah. If and then the thing is, Falcon and Winter Soldier start right after. So, and to be fair, I can't cancel mine anyway. Maybe they'll fix this by the time it because I bought it yearly.
Look
so
at,
I have
look at
mine
him.
until
He's
November.
throwing out a bunch of excuses.
Charlie gives off female pheromones. I probably have female. I'm probably a woman. I don't know. I'm probably part woman.
I feel like you're just sexist.
Against who?
Like women.
So I'm part woman. I'm sexist against women?
Yes.
How?
You hate yourself. This is
I don't
classic
hate myself.
psychosis.
I love myself more than anyone on this planet, except
mean,
for
you
Braz
say that.
Naven. He might be my
I feel
favorite
like,
person.
I feel like consciously
Or
you love
Bumper,
yourself,
really.
but
Or Shake.
subconsciously you hate yourself
Or Albert.
because not only are you feminine, but you're also like
I think if I
gay. But you
subconsciously...
can't let yourself be gay. You know what I mean?
Okay. I think if I was subconsciously hating myself, I'd be way more angry all the time. I'm not really an angry
Also,
person.
you're kind of racist, so there's that
Right.
too.
Creighton doesn't understand violence against pregnant women. Creighton sees it as a 2v1 fight. Exactly. Creighton would go for the baby. Creighton would start hitting the baby in a pregnant fight. Like a racist. What? Chandler.
You are racist.
Are you saying I'm racist or are you saying Creighton's
Don't
racist?
you have
Or is he racist towards babies because he'll beat up a baby?
Because you got a clan meeting to get to or something.
Oh my God. Do you actually though? Do you have to work early or
I
something?
do. No, I have to work at 3. But
Okay, gotcha. Report this streamer. God damn it. Hashtag reported. Okay, guys. We're gonna wrap up. Fuck it. We got some cool people in here tonight. We'll raid somebody.
Rad somebody.
Gonna raid him. We'll see you guys tomorrow, right, Creighton?
Yeah. For
Okay.
the last episode of the week.
This week went by kind of fast.
I
Did it go
mean,
by fast for you?
Well, so that's how it gets whenever like we're consistent. You know what I mean? It gets to be where like not every day is like fucking crazy. You know.
Here, we'll raid Evan. Wait,
2% about time.
2%.
Thank you, Josie.
I like
I'm
the
glad
stream,
you
by the
like
way.
the stream.
We love you too, Josie. You're awesome. I know you said like, but we love you. Wait, are
Need
you
go
about
to the
to?
gym so I can beat up
Okay.
Charlie when I get? Thank you. Oh,
Six
shit.
Deuce J. Is that what we say, or just Six Deuce, or what do we say?
Let's just
Thank
say
you for
6
following.
deuce. Or
You're an
6.
absolute legend.
We call it. We can say deuce or 6
We can say Six Deuce.
or deuce.
Sick Deuce, bro. That's what I see in my head. That's what I didn't want to say earlier, but I'm just gonna say it because it sounds funny to me. We're gonna rate my buddy Egma. It's Evan Enigma. I keep saying Egma. I like this stream. Time to follow. Thank you. League? Ooh, low key, maybe. I'll hop in there. I got a few things I gotta do after the stream right away, Chandler. But I'll probably hop in at some point and play League.
Yeah.
Okay, we love you guys. See you later. Go give Evan some love. He's an absolute fucking idiot, but we love him anyway. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye. My Twitch.